How are you, gentlemen? All your base are belong to us. Welcome to episode 20, no, excuse me, episode 74 of Interview with the Man. How to be a real man is today's topic. But have you heard of the greatest training course ever available to all men on the planet? Body Language Mastery, Quarter 2 enrollment. I am taking in the few, the proud, the elite men who want to get into this course. What does this course entail? This course gives you a head-to-toe breakdown of female body language in video format. I hired a Japanese model, and this will give you a head-to-toe breakdown understanding female body language so you can completely understand if a woman is interested in you or if she is not. Quarter 2 enrollment is June 28th, June 29th, June 30th, July 1st, and July 2nd. The waiting list is growing every single day. I'm watching it grow. It makes me very happy because the guys who got in with Quarter 1 have changed their lives monumentally. In addition to getting the video courses, you get access to a month's worth of webinars with yours truly. That's right, you get to sit down with me and some heavy hitters in the manosphere, including Richard Cooper, Ryan Stone, Black Label Logic, Steve the Dean from the Man Mindset, the whole 9 yards. I mean, the who's have come through and given you guys massive value in these question and answer format of webinars. What it is you guys all come into a digital room, and what it is you have your questions about body language or dating, relationship, sex, the whole 9 yards. I can teach you everything in the Body Language Mastery course. You have direct access to me. My consultation rate, 1 hour, is $70. And during the last session of Quarter 1 enrollment, I did well over 40 hours of consultations for multiple men. That being said, you do not want to miss out. And if this deal does not sound amazing as it is, you get lifetime access to the men's only Facebook group. This is what I like to call the red pill Google. You type your questions into the men's only Facebook group and you get a slew of red pill answers. Like, for example, how do I lose 10 pounds body fat in 2 months? Boom, you'll get an answer. How do I get 6-figure salary? Boom, you'll get an answer. With a red pill lens, too. None of the feel good, like, oh, hey, just wish upon a star and count your lucky stars and something great will happen. It's nothing like that. This is real life, real results by real men. And there are 70 plus men in there now. That is Quarter 1. Quarter 2, I'm expecting at least 100 plus people joining. In addition to that, your identity is 100% safe, because in order to get into the Facebook group, you just have a little interview with me on Skype, 2 to 3 minutes, and I just get a good vibe for you and see if you're the real deal. If you are a weirdo, if you're a feminist, social justice warrior, you are not allowed here. You shall not pass. So go to modernlifedating.com/body language. Click on this little link right here where it says click on here to get in the waiting list. It'll load to this page right here, and then you just put your best email address right here. It is $397 in Quarter 2. It was $297 in Quarter 1, but the price went up because I want to get the quality of guys who want to take action. It is not cheap for a reason. I am filtering out losers. I am filtering out guys who do not want to take serious action. Do not waste my time, because I certainly will not waste yours. The guys who got in with Quarter 1 have had life-changing results. I mean, some of these guys are moving on to bigger and better things. It's just unbelievable what is actually happening with the results that I've delivered to them. Quarter 3 will be $497, and Quarter 4 will be $597. So you do not want to miss out, because after this year, this type of man-to-man training with yours truly, it will be far more difficult to have access to me as Modern Life Dating brand continues to grow. As you know, I'll be speaking at the 21 convention in Poland. I know that I will do such a good job that Anthony will ask me to come speak in Orlando. I am a prized and professional speaker. What I do is very high quality work. So if you want to get in now, now is the time. Do not put it off. Do not wait. Take action now. Change your life now. Now is the time. modernlifedating.com/body language, and then click on the link there. So let's see who is in the house, because I don't know, some of you guys, it's been a busy day today. Some of you guys saw me. I did another show. I was on a show called Masculine Geek with some really cool guys, Rob and Vincent. And they do a show, for like guys that are consider themselves geeks or whatever. But as most of you guys know, like I have a lot of nerdy tendencies myself. But I went on the show, and actually we almost did 3 hours. We did 2 hours and 45 minutes. It was the longest show they ever did. I sent an email to you guys that are already on the Body Language Mastery email list to kind of give you an idea of what I deliver and what is going on. So thank you guys all for joining on Instagram as well, for you guys that are watching. And yeah, thank you guys all who came over. Lou came over, Peter came over, a lot of people came over to Masculine Geek. Jason Goodwin came over, and it was just awesome. It was truly, truly, truly awesome. And let's fire up the phone lines right now as we get the show started. It's going to be a good one today for sure. Got a heavy house already, man. Already 21 people here. 21 people, 9 likes. Folks, if you could please click the like button. That is the quickest and freest way to support me. Just by moving your little mouse clicker and click on that like button. Catching up with all the consultations. Conk, we're going to do yours this weekend. Lou, we get started with yours. Davey, we have got to get yours going. Robert in Arizona, I got you, brother. I got your email, so we're good to go. Consultations are blowing up as well, so all you guys are getting consultations is really good stuff. Dexter, I got you as well. Calvin, you got to get back to me. And then, yeah, it's truly great times here at Modern Life Dating, because I'm so happy that guys are actually coming to me and listening to me and talking to me and getting
Welcome to Blog Talk Radio.
Getting their problem solved.
Please enter your host pin. When finished, press the pound key.
To start your show now, press 1. To hear important...
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alrighty. So we are live now. But we are ready to go. So if you guys have any questions, okay, please do give me a call. If you have a question you'd like to answer live on the air right now, 657-383-1318. Yeah, let's get this party started. So as you know, the consultations on the air are always free. The phone number is free. So if you are wary of me, or if you're like, I don't know if this guy's legit, whatever, call in. Got a question, call in. And if you're super shy, hit it in the chat. Give me a question in the chat. I know I am the real deal. I know that I can help you out no matter what your situation may be. That is the level of awesomeness you have tuned into on this fine Thursday morning for most of you folks. It is Thursday evening for me. My biological clock is all sorts of fucked up. So I woke up early, I did the Masculine Geek today, and then I went and did some stuff, had a lunch with a pal, and then I came home and I slept. I've been having some very vivid dreams lately. I had a crazy dream the other day that I was on vacation and that like a whole massive pod of dolphins, like 24 dolphins, found me. I was in this luxury resort, right? And the in the there was like a kind of like actually, you know what, I can just show you. So one of my dreams is to go to Bora Bora and stay in the Four Seasons, and it was like this. I'm gonna show you because it's this was my dream one of my dream goals in life, and like most of my goals, I too shall achieve this goal. So I want to show you guys just a little peek into my life, but this is something I'm actually dreaming about. So Bora Bora is a very small island near Australia. It's like in Polynesia area. I believe it's a French territory, but this is the Four Seasons hotels, and this is actual hotel units that are on the island. I think the population on Bora Bora is like 2,000 total, but yeah, you can come and you can stay here. I want to stay here at the Four Seasons. It is about $1,000 a night, and it is a very expensive trip. However, as you guys know, if you work hard and you dedicate yourself, there is nothing you cannot do in this life as men. There is truly nothing you cannot do. So this has actually been a lifelong dream of mine for a while. And what's up, Viking Modern and Acon88 over in Instagram? So yeah, I had a dream. I was like at this like kind of a resort like this, but it was the water was beautiful and blue like this, and I was standing. It was like this, and I was like standing on something like here, like this little dock area. It's kind of blurry. I guess it's got to load or whatever. Anyways, well, I was standing on this kind of like dock area, and a pod of 24 dolphins came up to me, and they were like all like shouting and like, hey, come swim with me. So I jump in the water with them, and I'm swimming with these dolphins, and yeah, just been having these just wild and vivid dreams, and like I'm not even doing drugs or anything. I'm not like taking LSD or anything. I'm just having some like natural high and stuff. I don't know, but it's yeah. So I slept, and then I woke up, and then when I do these midday long naps, you know, it is truly something that kind of throws me off a little bit. But hey, it is what it is. I know that's why I posted on my Instagram. And by the way, yeah, just so you guys know, I also would like you to follow me if you have the opportunity. Follow me on Twitter here. And I'm 835, so the following count is going back up. I am not a loser after all. Follow me on Twitter at ModernLifeJohn. And then you can follow me on Instagram as well. Instagram is right here. Go to Instagram and follow me here, Modern Life Dating, where I post the firest of all memes. I am a meme lord. I am a proud meme lord. For example, only 90s kids will remember these genders. Remember when there was only 2 genders? Now there's 5,000, and you are a racist, bigot, homophobe, just terrible person if you don't know all 5,000 genders. You cannot Thanos snap and get rid of all of them. All 5,000 genders are here to stay, but back in my day, there was only 2 genders. And, you know, that's the kind of stuff I post on Instagram. So if you want you want a good laugh, follow me on Instagram, Modern Life Dating. The follower count has gotten pretty high, actually. I'm at 3,560. Pretty cool, and I love all you guys that comment, and it's truly good times. Really love it all. You get to see all sorts of stuff. This is hilarious for you guys. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but I'm actually just gonna randomly play this, but just check this out. This is hilarious. Okay, so these guys are playing a game, and like a slapping game, and then you can just watch what happens.
After this is
Do it! Do
Come
it!
on!
Bitch! You're big!
Damn!
you fucking
Let's watch that one
Do
more
it!
time.
Do
Come
it!
on!
Bitch! You're big!
Damn!
Oh my god. So if you love comedy, you love having a good time on social media, definitely give my Instagram a follow. I don't even know how I find this shit. It's just unbelievable. But yeah, God, that was such a sweet, sweet, sweet karma. So anyways, let's see who's in the house. Let's give a greeting to the heroes of the room. Peter, what's up? Thank you very much for tuning in. Yeah, he was over there watching on Masculine Geek as well. Masculine Mentality, what's up, brother? Googs, what up, baby? Tony S, what's up? Conk, what up? Oh yeah, Conk says, I'm watching the Masculine Geek episode right now. Thank you. Mark Gordon, what's up? Thank you, Mark Gordon, for the help with the super chat. Yeah, it's so weird. I tried fixing it. I failed, but yeah, I'm still trying to figure it out. Google they make it so hard. I think they make it so hard for you to take the money out so they don't have to pay you, to be honest. It just should be easier. They're so smart, they're so woke, they're so elite. Why don't they make it easier? I don't understand. It's kind of annoying. But anyways, though, Mark Gordon, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Peter S says, yeah, Jonathan was epic on the Masculine Geek show. Truly recommend those guys, Masculine Geek. Those guys are some sincerely nice men. One guy, Rob, he does the show, and he has a pump action shotgun behind him, and then a fully not a fully automatic, but an assault rifle and body armor behind him. I'm like, this guy's my kind of guy. Christopher Wilson, broadcasting live under a mountain of beautiful naked Filipino women. What's up, Christopher? Conk says, there's a lot of truth in the captain's ship analogy. My younger sister rules my mother's house. My mom gives all orders for her, and the stepdad boys do all the grunt work. The amount of, quote, all men are pigs, quote, mentality is brutal over there. Yikes. The most dysfunctional family I've seen without alcohol and drugs involved. Yeah, it's truly sad. It's truly sad. Oh, we got a new one. JJoe4040. What's up, bro? Looks like you're new here. Cool red lightning you got in your icon. Thank you very much for saying what's up and coming through. Oh yeah, Peter said, "Whoa, where's the robe?" Yeah, no, I'm out of the. Usually, what I do for the show, right? I take a shower, I wash up, and then I put on some clean clothes, and then I just throw the robe on over it. But today, my sleep, I kind of woke up at 8 p.m. Because I took the nap, and then I laid in bed, and then I went and grabbed something to eat, and I came back, and then I didn't have enough time to take the ceremonial shower and ready myself for this. Wash myself with tactical soap, which we're going to talk about tactical soap. I'll probably do an episode next week on that. But yeah, it was definitely a little. I'm a little off today, but just because when you sleep in the middle of the day, your circadian rhythm gets thrown off. But I'll be fine. And today's episode is very important. And you guys are so cool, anyways. You guys sit through and listen, and that's honestly what it takes. I'm done. I'm done trying to be Mr. Marketing and trying to please everybody and trying to maximize my reach and I gotta calculate this thumbnail and get everything. The men that want to sit down and listen and change their life and listen to my story, those are the men that I want to deal with. If you're fickle, if you are acting like an emotional teenage girl, I don't want anything to do with you, to be honest. Because that type of mentality is not masculine. That is not how to be a real man. And if you can't sit down and pay attention, you know what? God bless you. Whatever. Live long and prosper. Whatever your belief system is. May the force be with you. Goodbye, and honestly, good riddance, because I'm here to talk to the guys that want to listen, okay? Because one thing I realize is this: the biggest catalyst for success and the biggest catalyst for change is internal desire on your end. You must have the desire. If there's no desire from you there, whatever you're doing, lifting weights, you driving, you right there, if there's no desire on your end, nothing's going to happen. There's going to be no change. So, anyways, thank you all. Thank you all. I know I'm a little off, like I said, but, excuse me. Everything shall be okay, because that is the will of the force. Mark Gordon says, you killed it on the Masculine Geek show. Classic performance, mate. Yeah, actually, because of you guys, we did record-breaking numbers for them, because they actually had some of their videos, older videos featuring other guys, had less likes and less watch time. I was looking at the analytics, and actually already it has 40 plus. I think it has more than 40 likes and 0 dislikes. and it's the longest show they've ever done. And we just had a great time. And those guys, I just really like those guys, like nerds, geeks, whatever you want to call, like whatever society wants to label those. I like to label them very simple, extremely intelligent people. Extremely intelligent people, that's my cup of tea. That's just the people I truly enjoy hanging out with. I mean, why else would I hang out with fucking Charlie from Cultivate Crypto? Charlie's super smart. He's a very, very smart guy. I like smart people. You guys saw the Tokyo Crypto Show yesterday with Eddie, our cybersecurity guy. Eddie, I won't go into too much detail, but I was actually coaching Eddie in Tokyo, and then we actually met each other, and his life. I mean, we went out last night. I won't say how much money he made, but we were sitting at the bar, and he was just slinging some deals on email, and a nice little chunk north of $5,000 came in, during our conversation, because Eddie's a very smart guy. And that's my thing, smart people. So the guys who watch Masculine Geeks, probably, geeks, nerds, dorks, whatever people want to call them, those are my people. I like smart people. I truly do. There's a reason I live in Japan. High IQ society. Let's see. Conk says, today is John McClane Tank Top Day. Thank you. I just need to cover it in dirt and blood. And preferably terrorist blood, like John McClane. Mohammed says, konnichiwa, motherfuckers. What's up, buddy? Let's see. Dan, what's up? Consultation is worth it, guys. John knows his stuff and actually cares. Yeah, Dan, it was great having the consultation with you, man. You're a good guy, and thank you for the shout-out on Instagram today. Ivor, what's up, baby? Let's see. I'm waiting for him to light up a Marlboro using a Zippo. Count Yoli, what's up? Oh, Red Pill Mamba, what's up, dude? Red Pill Mamba RP Mamba is the guy who always does the timestamps for the Redman group. And, RP Mamba, I don't know if anybody has told you thank you, but that's actually a great service you do for us completely for free. Thank you so much, man. That is very nice of you. Glad to see you on my show, sir. Trophy Dolphin, what's up, baby? Cody, what's up? King Nick, what's up? Mohammed says, maybe I'll call once we've dug into context. Yeah, we're still getting the show rolling. I'm done, like I said, I'm done just having to scramble for people's attention and whatever. If you don't want to listen, God bless you. Good luck. I'm just going to go at my pace. I'm going to keep on keeping on, and I will attract the right people who need to be in my life, and the people who want to win, and people who want to learn from a guy who's winning himself. Jason says, I'm still cracking up when you said hoe anxiety last night on the Masculine Geek. Yeah, I talked about women. They get hoe anxiety. That's funny. Masculine Geek shows is the shit, and MLD dropping the truth bombs and LOLs as usual. Yeah, we're getting the boys to laugh as well. 09 Shelby, what's up? If Jonathan says it's true, make that like button go blue. Thank you very much, Kong. Eli, what's up? You are new. Jonathan, thank you for all your content. I usually am unable to attend live streams, but I'm glad I could make it in to express my gratitude. Thank you very much, Eli. That's very nice of you. Let's see. Mark Gordon says he followed me. Thank you. Let's see. Just doing my good deed for the day. Man. Thanks, Mark. You're a great guy. Andy, what's up, Andy? Thank you for listening in, Andy. Oh, yeah, Red Pill Mama, you're the man. Don't worry. Funny, I've been doing push-ups in intervals during the shows in the morning. Good stuff. Good stuff. Push-ups really are great for you. Push-ups truly, truly are great. I may or may have not done some push-ups before the show, before I put on the tank top. Yeah, I'm looking rather small these days. I'm just getting back into the swing of it, but we're gonna get back to full beast mode. Now that I'm doing more of the grappling, I'm getting more of the grappler's body, which is the big back, the very muscular torso, and the slimmer arms. But I don't want to get too slim of the arms. I like having the mass, but I went to the gym this week, just get back into swinging things, and I will be doing, actually, another thing I want to bring up with you guys, because as you guys know, here at Modern Life Dating, we're not about, everybody knows the solution everybody knows that there's a problem, right? The feminism, there's truly, we can just feel it in the air, something is wrong. And we are solution-based men here, okay? That's what we're at. We're solution-based. We're here to get identification of our problems and then solve them, okay? That being said, I'm actually working with an expert right now who is trained in deep hypnosis and has done psychotherapy himself. And what I'm actually doing right now is going to be part of a larger, bigger thing that I am planning down the road. I do not want to say too much, but there are still, even in myself, in my life, there are still unresolved issues, and I don't live the perfect life. I'm not a perfect man by any means, and I don't want to ever give off that impression. There's still stuff in my life that I have to fix, that I have to address, and that I have to work towards, and that's life, okay? That's just life as it is. So, that being said, I'm actually going to be undergoing some hypnosis and some deep subconscious programming exploration tonight, later on the show. And, it's really just taking a real quick dive here on the topic of psychology. The subconscious mind is really what controls all of us. And if you can dive deep into the subconscious mind and analyze it, this is usually the root cause of all of our suffering. And there are still things in my subconscious mind that I believe that need to be changed, that I can even optimize and perform further. And so actually tonight I will be doing some treatments with a gentleman who is an expert on this, and I believe this stuff, it works. And once it does, and this guy's like a genius too. He's like if we're the Red Pill Avengers, he's like Doctor Strange. And it's gonna be really great to get these results out for the world to see. And really, I want to help fix men. Okay, that's the goal here. It's not just to infinitely sell you products and this next thing and this next thing. I want you guys to, like I said, I always talk about old Zarate, Michael Zarate. I say, you know what, that's a goal. Him, Ernie, I want you to come in. I want you to get fixed. I want you to get on with your life. And that's the goal here. That is the goal. Okay? That being said, we got a caller on the line. Looks like they're calling from Denver. Let's see what's going on. Hey, caller, you're on the air.
Hey, it's Conk. What's going on?
Hey, Conk, 1 second. Let me connect you to this Bluetooth media device here.
Sure.
Yeah, okay. And you know what? Give me 1 second. I'm going to close I have my window open, and it's like 10 o'clock at night, and probably terrifying every single Japanese person in the neighborhood. So hold on. All right, Conk, brother, you there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. I don't know what the hell's going on with this. All right, I'm just going to do it old school style. I'm just going to hold the laptop up. But for you two, the speaker's not connecting. So what's going on, man?
Hey, yeah, what's going on? Hey, I was just going to bring up and start the topic early because I got to go to work soon.
Okay.
And I wanted to say something real quick or start a conversation because the topic's how to be a real man.
Right.
I think an important aspect of that, because you're a jiu-jitsu guy, right? I remember you talking about that before.
Right.
Yeah. And so I've been doing it a lot, too. I've been in it off and on since, 2011 because I moved a lot. But I want to talk about, what does it mean about masculinity in a real man and also doing combat sports and how that changes your perspective. Because from my experience, when you do combat sports, especially like jiu-jitsu and things like that, like the real stuff, not just your kid's middle school karate class.
Right.
It's very different than, adult jiu-jitsu or adult mixed martial arts type action. when you start getting into that combat role, it actually starts changing your perception. And to me, it feels more masculine and you can read the world better. And it's almost like a physical version of the red pill where you start seeing things differently. And you understand who's just talking loud because they're insecure versus like an actual badass.
Right.
You know what I mean? You kind of develop that radar.
Yes.
And so I just want to talk about how does that apply to like being a real man? Like, do you think everybody should be doing combat sports or something like that? Some types of direct physical competition to know where you are.
Yeah, no, definitely. I actually have a YouTube video about that. It says "Learn to Fight." Actually has a good amount of thumbs ups, but it has a considerable amount of thumbs downs as well. I believe every man, and I said it on the Masculine Geek, every man should learn how to fight. And I know I kind of took a jab at like Wing Chun Kung Fu, and I know that some guys actually do that, and I kind of regret saying that to an extent, but basically, in regards to, it's better to learn something than nothing. But at the end of the day, as a man, you should know that you have the technical prowess and physical strength to ball up your fists and hit somebody as hard as you can right in the head and shut off their lights if they were to come and try and kill you or kill your family, or or they're doing something wrong. Like every man, it is better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. You know what I mean? It is something you need to.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's something that I vehemently stand by. Every child I have will be expertly trained in martial arts and also weaponry. So I definitely believe that I am a martial artist. I am not like the greatest martial artist in the world, but believe you me, if we have a fight, I'm gonna give you a good run for your money if I don't win. That's for sure. So no, definitely a big part of being a man is definitely learning and knowing how to physically defend yourself and take down somebody if there is some sort of incident that might require you to stand up for somebody in a position of power lesser than you. Every single man must have this. That's what I truly believe in my heart of hearts.
Yeah. And, a lot of the RMG, is very promoting, lifting weights and getting bulk and all those kind of things. And I agree, those are very important.
Yes.
But there's such a functional difference between a weightlifting athlete and a fighting athlete.
No,
it's not just the physicality, but it's the mentality change.
You know, I used to have a friend. His name was Nick Petrovich, right? Nick is 6'5", 280 pounds, big, strong man. We used to call him Moose. And the thing is, one time we were and at this time I was probably like a $165, right? Maybe $170, right? Lean, but I knew how to fight. And we got into like this little tussle. And he's a big guy. He could probably bench like 315, deadlift 500 plus, whatever. But he charged forward at me with his head down like a classic NFL football tackle. And he did tackle me, but I slipped my forearm right under his neck, and I wrapped my legs around his waist, and I guillotined him to the point that he had to tap out in front of everybody. And if that were to come to a point that we were in a life or death situation, I would have killed him if I needed to. Not saying I'm a killer or anything, but you know what I'm saying? Like, there is a big difference between being able to lift heavy shit and put it down, which is good. There is balance, okay? The best martial artist has physical strength and physical prowess and the intelligence of a martial arts. It is very important. If you're a man and you think that's completely wrong, then I'll call in and I'll prove you wrong on the air. But I know without a shadow of a doubt, every man needs to know how to defend himself, because it is life is not a big rose-colored garden. Like, there are bad people out there. And if someone were to attack somebody that you love and you had to just sit there and you couldn't do anything about it because you didn't know how to fight, you weren't trained, anything like that, that will haunt you for the rest of your life. And in addition to that, it will be a very large regret. And then people want to say, oh, well, that's what the police are for and stuff. No, that's what women say. Okay? When you start referring for outside sources to as your main support, that's femininity. And this is a channel for men by men. And that is not masculine. And that's part of what we're going to be talking about in today's, into the meat of today's episode. But no, without a shadow of a doubt, I mean, and they got, everybody is such a keyboard alpha these days. But a lot of this real physical combat training that you undergo, and I'm talking about real stuff. Like, I'm talking for you men out there, if you're a real warrior, you'll know what I'm talking about. I'm talking when you get hit in the face and you see the white lightning. You know what I'm talking about? When you get that, or when you get choked out and you wake up and you're like, fuck, what happened? Like that, when you undergo that type of combat and you survive it and you actually evolve and become better, that brings with it such an aura that, people do not want to they do not want to fuck with you. They do not want to fuck with you. And there are predators out there in life that will size you up and see if you're weak or whatnot, and they will come for you. So it is a self, as cliche as it is a self-defense mechanism, and it's also a self-preservation mechanism. And I honestly, to be honest with you, and this may not be politically correct or whatever, but if a man cannot physically defend himself from me, I can't fully respect the guy 100%. If he's trying, that's fine. And I'm not saying that I'm some fucking legend. I'm a one-stripe white belt, and I wrestled in high school for 2 years, and I did a year of Muay Thai I've been doing boxing on and off, just hitting the heavy bag and stuff, self coached for years. So I'm not saying I'm some fucking Captain America warrior, but if you have a tussle with me, a full contact tussle, you will definitely have a tough time putting me down. I can guarantee you that. I've got a pretty goddamn good double leg takedown.
Of course. Oh, yeah. All right, yeah. I just wanted to bring that up because, like you said, there is a lot of keyboard warriors, like, in general, but also, like, in some of the manosphere, too, where people always want to talk tough. Like, I know everything, but you can tell they've never fought in their life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all intellectual badass. There's no real physicality. I know how to take someone down. I know how to save a life kind of shit.
Yeah, so. The eyes never lie. And then the way a man acts, too. Like, I could meet a guy and be like, this motherfucker's never been punched in the face, and he's overdue for one. I think an ass beating sets a man on a righteous path. I really do. A good ass beating puts a man on a righteous path. Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna continue talking.
I'm very pro-violence. I think most guys should, even though it's politically incorrect.
Well, no, I mean, think about the irony of politically correct. Like, politically correct is like, what is politically correct? You're trying to be like politicians, literally the most corrupt scumbags in human existence, other than like top corporate people. No, politically correct is a joke. It is a mental manipulation. It is garbage, and it is something that is not necessary. It is not. It's a complete lie. It's just a tool of mental manipulation to control people. So no. And that's why the red pill is gaining so much truth, because people are seeking truth in this life. They just want truth, and more people are just wanting truth. So, Conk, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna continue on with the show, but thank you for calling in. Let's get you. I got your email. I will reply to you. I'm not ignoring you. And thank you always for your support and even your donations and all that. I truly appreciate it, man. I really do. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem, man. Keep on keeping on.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
All right, bye.
See ya, Conk. That's our boy Conk in the chat. I don't know what the heck is going on, man. I got to say that ever since Steve Jobs died, man, the quality of Apple products truly has taken a dive. This is supposed to be... Let me see if this works now. This thing says it's connected. Let's see. Let me just play something. Is this working now? It's so weird. It like literally says it's fucking connected. It's not connecting. I'm gonna set this up. Give me 1 second, guys. Dude, I'm gonna smash this thing. Kidding me?
Made some changes since the last time I did a food blog. One of the things I'm doing differently.
No, that's definitely been. I can definitely tell you I've been exercising again because I want to take this fucking thing and smash it into 1,000 pieces right now. One thing that pisses me off the most is when technology does not fucking work when it's supposed to work. I'm gonna try one more time. Let me try something else here. One second, guys. Technical difficulties. Just because other people have mentioned that they want to call in, and then Vandy, you said you wanted to call in. You can call in. Muhammad, you wanted to call in. Call in, guys. This show's for you. If you ain't calling in, what the hell am I doing this for? I don't like myself that much. All right, hold on.
The last time is I have implemented some supplements to help keep my weight.
God, what a piece of crap. All right. Anyways. So, yeah, guys, call in. Phone number's on the line. 657-383-1318. No call is too small, and the only dumb question is the one that is not asked. So call in. While the chat is truly on fire. Looks we got a new guy calls himself Scruffy Turd. Oh yeah, I didn't think I would hear the garden thing on here. Ha, good on you, MLD. What's up? Scruffy Turd, funny name. I don't know why you're calling yourself shit, but okay. Okay, we got a caller on the line. Let's see, I'm gonna try one more time with this thing.
I've also started lifting again to help keep my body size where I'd like it.
Get up, it's morning.
Alright, let's give it a shot. Alright, caller, you are on the air, sir.
What's good? What's good? It's Charles the Trucker.
Hey,
Trucker.
Charles, what's going on, brother? How are
going?
you? How's that trucking life?
Man, I'm doing well, man. I'm working out every morning. I'm intermittent fasting. I'm getting my body together and shit.
Good.
But I need some knowledge.
Okay.
I match with so many girls on the road, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm used to having. I'm not like a fucking super pimp. But I'm used to at least having one or two girls I can just call up and be like, bang, let's go.
Yeah.
I'm like hopeless right now, and this shit's fucking frustrating. And I find myself losing patience with these bitches on Tinder, and it's like, how do I? And I'm also not. I'm not doing like no fat, but I'm trying to not watch porn as much.
Yeah.
So I have like really like zero tolerance for bullshit. So it's like I'm trying to fuck within the first sentence, and like I need to figure out how I can keep that thirst down and still be the cool, calm, suave Charles that I am.
Yeah.
While still trying to be better.
Very, very high-level pimping question from a high-level pimp, nonetheless. Okay, so this is what you got to do now. Look, here's the deal, bro. Now, sex is sales, all right? And no matter what, there are highs and lows to this game unless you are a fucking celebrity, right? The only person who consistently gets sex on the reg are actual celebrities, okay? Anything other than that, every man has highs and lows. And being homeless is a tough place to be, my friend. As from one pimp to another, it is you got I I gotta pop a 40 and pour some out for you. You know, F in the chat for you, because I feel you, dude. Being holeless is tough, man. But now you and I talked. You're a high level player. You've been with more than 50 women. Like, you know, you're a gangster, and you're a young cat too. At fucking 23. So what you got to do?
Yeah.
Good
memory.
Yeah, listen. You're one of the guys. Like, I definitely remember you. You're one of the guys that stand out when I talk. I wasn't bullshitting when I told you that I thought you were a special guy. Definitely remember our conversation, and I remember everything. That being said, the thing that you need to do is you just need to dig deep into your pimpin' handbook, your pimpin' playbook, and you need to make it happen. Because one thing I have maybe a diagnosis that I want to just run past you. Tell me if I'm right or wrong. Have you been lazy with your pimping lately?
I mean, I guess yes, I've been lazy, but it's because I've been working. Like, I'm never in one place for more than 24 hours.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So then you're just gonna have to dig deep into that big brain of yours and figure it out. Plan ahead. If you're only using online game, get Tinder Gold and swipe to the areas that you're gonna be at, and then you have to diversify your portfolio in regards to dating profiles. So you want to be on OkCupid, you want to be on Tinder, you want to be on Bumble, you want to be on Hinge, you want to be on all of these multiple avenues to fill up your sales pipeline, because that's what happens when you don't. That's why I always say ABS, always be sourcing, because you have to always be looking for that woman's replacement. You always need to have a backup plan, right? And you didn't in this situation, and that's kind of why you're holeless right now. But another thing is this too now, Charles. You have to realize this too. You're not holeless because you're a loser. You're holeless because you're focusing on making money. And Kanye West did a song a while ago. He was featured on some other, I forget the name of this.
I know it. Yup.
You know what I'm talking about? He says you're either getting paid or you're getting laid. When you're getting one, the other one is getting away, and that is so true.
The other's getting away.
So it's necessary. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but yes, when you're chasing women and stuff, and you're out there pimping and whatever, usually other parts of your area, other areas of your life will take a hit to an extent, right? That's why you see a lot of guys, they realize the truth of the game, and they end up settling down in one form or another, right? So right now you're just in a downward slump, and let me tell you, it sucks, man. One thing that I do, let me tell you what I do to get out of that, okay? I call it Spartan mode, okay? So you gotta listen up here. The first and most important thing about Spartan mode is you cannot jerk off at all. You cannot masturbate. You cannot look at porn. You have to mentally just hold your shit together, because this is going to channel into natural horniness that is built into us as men. And this is going to be, this when you stop jacking off and stuff, this is going to build up your natural desire to take more risk. I'm just going to go talk to that girl, or I'm just going to go to this club, or I'm going to make it happen. But when you jerk off and stuff during what I call Spartan mode, it kind of numbs you. Guys who jerk off a lot, they're a little bit more, they're like neutered cats, right? They don't have they're like a declawed animal, right? They don't have that umph, they don't have that edge. They don't have that masculine rawness to them. And if you're jerking off and stuff, that dampers your ability to get laid in order to maintain a consistent supply of women coming in. So what you have to realize is that's a detriment. So you need to stop that. Another thing is this: during Spartan mode, I'm making sure that I'm hitting the gym every day and doing exercise that is really pushing me to the limits, because this is going to up your testosterone levels. It's going to make you more more aggressive. This is going to bring out your raw man nature. So heavy deadlifts, squats, done safely with proper, belts and everything. Don't fuck your body up, but, scientifically push your body to the edge as hard as you can without damaging yourself, right? And make sure you're eating clean too to top it off. Don't eat any processed shit. If you're not cooking the food yourself, and I don't mean throwing some shit in the microwave. I mean like cutting the meat, prepping the food, and do this. I had problem whenever I have a problem with like a drought or something like that. I enter Spartan mode. I lift heavy. No jerking off. I don't jerk off as it is, so no jerking off, no porn, no fucking bullshit. Heavy lifting, and then make a concentrated effort at least once a week. For you, daily on the dating apps, but then once a week to actually get out in physical real life and try to get out there and do something. You will break this spell. It is just a dry spell. It's annoying, dude. I've been there. It is fucking frustrating. It is so annoying. It pisses me the fuck off. You get angry, and I understand why you get short with these girls. You're like, bitch, I got no fucking time for this. Just let's have sex, So. And another thing, I got no shame.
Can I tell you a story real quick?
Of course. Go ahead.
So I was in Cambridge, Massachusetts, doing a load or whatever, and I was stopped over for the night. And I always keep like a nice outfit with me just in case, like I get a match or whatever.
Yeah.
I get a match with this Harvard bitch, and I'm talking to her, blah blah blah. We're walking. Great. I get her back to the truck, and I have 2 beds in my truck, so we're in there fucking watching a movie and shit. This bitch is butt naked and is like, I don't want to fuck, and runs out. When I tell you, I literally punched my steering wheel, like this. It was crazy. But
Jesus Christ, what a psycho.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's what I was talking about. She got the
she's ultra feminist.
No, and she got the hoe anxiety. She's like, oh my god, I'm being a hoe, and she fucking took off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and honestly.
Last thing, can I send you my Tinder profile? Maybe we do like a live analysis over the chat right now or whatever.
Well, today's episode, I got to do how to be a real man, but tomorrow is free consultation Friday, so tomorrow, yes, because I really want to dive into today's topic.
Word up.
But tomorrow for sure, hit me up.
Got you.
Okay.
All right, bet. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Absolutely, Charles. Look forward to helping you out in the future, man. And yeah, definitely good luck. You're already on the right path. I mean, we talked about everything with your online businesses and all that. You're like light years ahead. So just like, today's episode, we're gonna talk about it more. So keep listening. But yeah, you're on the right path, 100%, bro. So you're on the path to a life of just pure excellence. So. You're just got to be patient and just ride out the lows and the highs, okay?
Appreciate it, man. Thank you for your wisdom.
Thank you, Charles. Take care. See ya. That's our man, Charles. Charles is a good man. I definitely remember our consultation. Great guy. He just wanted that little extra pull, that extra push, and he's already doing very well for a 23-year-old man. He's almost making 6 figures. Smart kid, very, very, very smart man. And he's African American too. He's not making any excuses about, I'm black, so girls don't like me, and I'm so oppressed, and blah, blah, blah. None of that bullshit. That's just weakness. I'm sorry, guys. I don't care what color you are. I don't care how ugly you are, whatever. Every guy can get at least to an 8 by being a sexual 8 on the sexual marketplace by going to the gym, lifting weights. You can change your life in 1 year. 1 year you can go from fucking loser to super hot dude. And the time is going to pass anyway, so what are you going to do, right? Epic J24, who is watching on Instagram, Instagram just magically cut my feed. That's great. But thanks for coming back, Epic J. He says, what does the acronym ABS stand for? ABS is regarding to my video, which is the most efficient way to get sex, and it's always be sourcing. You always have to be looking for a new girl. Always be looking for new girls. Always have them on your radar, because women they all have a backup man in their mind somewhere. So I say the same thing for us as men, as guys who want to get this shit done, get this life part of our life handled. Always be sourcing. Always be looking for new girls. Always just have your ear to the floor and looking for opportunities wherever they are. Ear to the floor, always looking for a new whore. That's a new saying right there. So, yeah, that right there, ABS means always be sourcing. Now, gentlemen on Instagram, please, because Instagram has been just shutting off my live streams lately. I don't know if it's on purpose or whatever, but they've just been shutting them off. And if you want to come over to YouTube, come to youtube.com and type in Modern Life Dating. Come over, join us. We have over 30 people watching us live now. Let me address the chat because the chat rate is really high. Everybody seems to be going wild as shit in the chat, which I love it. Ben Moose, what's up? Muhammad says, I did the subconscious deep dive and one of the best things I've ever done. Yeah, I'm ready to do it, man. I'm ready because there are some things. Vandy says, man, I may need to give you a call on a baby mama predicament. Vandy, call in, bro. I got you. Call it right now. 657-383-1318. Thank you guys so much for listening in. Muhammad says, yeah, a friend of mine was preparing his master's degree in it and needed help. I read about it and decided to be a volunteer. Best idea ever. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Its impact is very significant, but your therapist needs to be honest. What you go through, you won't remember much of. So he just needs to tell you what happened with all honesty. Yeah, and then he says guillotine choke. Yeah, guillotined Nick. It's funny. After I guillotined that big guy, he was so pissed. He tackled me through a window. It was good times in Florida. But you know, at the end of the day, he knows deep in his heart. I could have taken his head home on a fucking silver platter and hung it on my wall if I wanted to. Trophy Dolphin says, I like judo because it's about maximum power and maximum efficiency. Yeah, it's good stuff. Good. I mean, you broke a man's leg using your judo, so good shit. Has anyone even tried Krav Maga? Krav Maga is good. Pine does try Krav Maga. I'm looking to sign up for classes for one of the above in the next week or two. Yeah, and like I say, guys, just go to jiu-jitsu, go to like an MMA school, right? Go to an MMA school and go to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu once a week and Muay Thai once a week for 1 year. That's all you need to do. You will mentally be through the roof because that is very difficult stuff. And then also you will be physically through the roof because it's very taxing on your body. I don't care what anybody says. You can go do some crazy CrossFit workout for 1 hour, or you can spar in jiu-jitsu for 1 hour, and I guarantee you the sparring in jiu-jitsu is way harder. Way harder. Because nobody in CrossFit is trying to fucking snap your arm, break your leg, snap your wrists, break your ankles. None of that. None of that happens. But in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, it does. And it really pushes you hard as a man. I'll tell you what, man. We got another caller on the line. Phone lines are on fire today, guys. So we haven't even dived into today's subject, but I will be doing it. Believe you me. Let's get this caller on the line. Caller, you're on the line.
Jonathan.
Hey, who's this?
Hey, man, this is Vandy. What's up, buddy?
Hey, Vandy. How you doing, brother?
Oh, man. Surviving the day.
Okay, so what's going on?
So, hey, man. So I got hit with something yesterday, and, of course, you know, I talked to a couple of guys I work with, and it's the typical response from them, but kind of coming to you for a little bit more of a realistic answer here. So, background, ex-wife was married for quite a while, and she is a very BPD narcissist. So dealing with her is not like dealing with a normal person. So I gotta play her narcissism against her without her really knowing.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Okay.
So she got remarried and is now going through a custody battle with her new husband and his ex-wife, and is trying to pull me into the custody battle to use me to help them in their case. If that makes sense.
How is she going to pull you to do this?
So I get an email. Well, I get an email yesterday, and she texts me and she goes, "Hey, our kid's guardian ad litem had sent you an email you need to respond to." So open this up, and it's basically a questionnaire interview trying to get my perspective on her new husband and her husband's ex-wife, of what I think of them as a parent and my input of how they should go about this, if that makes sense.
What a fucking headache.
Yeah, and now I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place, because if I say something, my honest opinion about him, then that comes back on me with my ex-wife and our dealings with our child. But at the same time, if it's sunshine and roses and everything is great with these people, I already see the writing on the wall with me and my kid and our situation, to where that's going to be used against me. Well, you said that these people were great and they're great parents, and now, what changed? You know what I mean?
Is there any way you can just stay out of this?
That's what I've been trying. I'm just like, this isn't my rodeo, and what's bad about it is, it's like everything that I would say about these people are on a personal level. Like, I don't know how they are as parents. Like, I've been around them a couple of times, and I'm really not a big fan of how they raise their children and how they treat their kids. But I don't know, man. I'm trying to stay out of it altogether, but it's at the same time, dealing with her and her, I'm going to say mental illness, but her BPD.
Yeah.
It's like I've got to walk this line, because she doesn't live. They don't live in the reality. They live in this fantasy world. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
well,
I don't know if I should just. I want to stay out of it altogether, but I'm not trying to stir up any shit in my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Actually, your best bet is right on the money. You just got to stay out of it. Because if it's, I can hear it in your voice too. I mean, and the reason you care is because you're a good guy, And another thing is, like, this fucking broad still has some kind of mental footing in your brain, and the thing that's going on right now is, if this is causing you distress to the point that you need to call in and talk to me about it, and that's fine that you did. And that's why that's why I do the shows. I always tell men, take action, and you're doing the logical thing that men do. Is like, you're not calling in to, like, for me to tell you, oh, everything's gonna be all right. You're calling to get a solution, and the solution here is pretty evident in my opinion. I would say that what you need to do is, I would kind of be not available. Like, how often do you need to see your ex? Do you need to see her often for the kids, or what's the deal there?
I see her every day.
Why?
And see that, and that's part of it. Well, just our custody. I work nights, so my son stays the night at her house, and I pick him up from her every morning, and then he's with me all day, and then I drop him off with her before I go to work.
Yeah, you might have to just...
And that's where, Now go ahead.
You might just have to be a gangster, beg. Listen, you divorced me, and this is your fight to fight. So you handle this. You didn't want me... You got rid of me? Or who divorced who?
She did. She left, and actually the guy that she's with, and this is part of the whole thing, the guy that she's with is her ex-boss's husband. So ex-boss is the girl that they're having the custody deal with.
Yeah, I would just honestly, I'm kind of listen. There's times in life, bro, where you need to reach inside of the cold hard pimp bag and pull out some of the tools, and you gotta be a little bit of a cold hard pimp now and be like, listen, bitch, here's the bottom line. You threw me out of your fucking life, right? You fucked me up with this divorce. You fucked our kid up with this divorce. You did all this shit to me, all right? And now you're trying to drag me in so I can help you in your situation. Like, I'm not a tool for you just to use. I'm not a disposable object. You made this mess. You fix it. Keep me out of it. And that's straight up what I would tell her. Because you think you're so fucking gangster. You want to throw me out your life. You want to divorce me. You want to put me through hell. and now you're gonna come and try to ask me for help? Sorry, sister. I thought you were missing Strong and Independent. Why don't you go watch a fucking marathon viewing of The View? Call up Whoopi Goldberg. Let me see if those bitches can help you, because it's certainly not going to be this guy.
Oh yeah, and see that's where I'm stuck with a rock and a hard place. Is it's like I've spent the last 2 years, methodically playing this game to not have to deal with the crazy and to be able to, make things easier on my kid, basically.
Right.
And because right now, in her mind, we're best friends, and it works for me because, I can literally do anything I want with my kid anytime I want.
Right. And
I'm trying not to screw that side of it up, but I'm not trying to get more involved in her and her crap at the same time,
Well, if she decides to get to the... How old are your children?
We got one. He's about to turn 8.
Okay, so... Okay. But you said kids? Does she have... I don't know. I'm trying to figure... Did you say kids, or do you have one?
We have one, but it's the custody battle with her new husband and his ex-wife.
Do you take care of her child as well?
And they're trying to get... No, just mine. But they're trying to get me involved with it from my perspective because my son is around her husband. So now I should have some kind of input on it. It's some Jerry Springer crap. It's nuts.
And this is what I was talking about yesterday. Not yesterday, excuse me, Tuesday. A part of this, somebody asked me about... Dan from UK asked me about my one of my habits in life, and you see, my friend, situations like this negativity, this toxic, this kind of stuff, I run away from this stuff with the quickness. I run and run and run. If I saw like a fucking guy with a machete and a fully automatic machine gun in front of me, I would run, because I know that's terrible for me. The same situation, any type of negativity, any type of conflict, anything like that, I walk away. It's not worth it. It's toxic. And it's fucking you up. I always like to say this, right, to guys who call in, who get consultations and stuff, something's wrong to the point that you're calling an internet a stranger on the internet for advice. And when it gets to that point, something needs to be fucking done. So, you're calling into the show, and I'm not, please do not interpret this as me making fun of you or criticizing you for calling in, because I certainly appreciate every one of you guys that call in, but this is a clear and concise indicator that this is something you absolutely need to quarantine and destroy as soon as possible, because it's not good. It's not good. And then is this putting more money in your bank account? Is this taking more fat off your waistline? Is this adding more years to your life? None of it. This is sucking the joy out of life. So 150,000%, I gotta say, get the fuck out, mate. Just avoid at all possibilities.
Well, I think I'm leaving town in the morning. I'm going out middle of nowhere, no cell phone reception. So I think I'm just going to separate myself from it all and hope it goes away by the time I get back.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good idea. It's always good to hit the reset button. I just came back from Vietnam. I took a 10-day vacation, and it was definitely needed. And when you go out into nature, away from the noise and away from all the commotion of Wi-Fi and the digital life, your mind will become more still, and you'll get more clarity, and you'll know what needs to be done. But in my honest opinion, this needs to be absolutely quarantined and destroyed, and done. Just get it over with. You need to not have, for the sake of the child, that's fine, but anything beyond that, you need to super friend zone this girl, and not even and she's your ex-wife, but you cannot just you can't be giving yourself to her to the point that you are being affected negatively, and that's what's happening right now.
Yeah.
So what I would say is like get rid of her.
Well, hey.
Ultimately, just get rid of the situation. Cut it off.
Yeah, I'm trying, man. I'm trying to separate myself from it. I can't. As soon as my son turns 12, he already saying he wants to live with me, and I can't come soon enough.
It'll come.
That'll make it a lot easier when it's just I don't even have to mess with it.
It'll come. Buy 1 Bitcoin. Wait 4 years. Your son will move in. You guys will be rich. It'll be a great time. You'll be good to go.
Oh man,
you'll be good to go.
Yeah, I watch your shows, man. You've got me more into that than you know, man. I appreciate you.
You're very welcome, sir. And thank you for calling. And listen, man, keep your head up. You know, shoulders back, chest out. You got this. You'll be just keep on keeping on. You'll be all right. But thanks for calling in, brother. Good luck to you. Do what I said.
All right, buddy, I appreciate you.
Take care of yourself.
All right, man.
See ya.
See you, bud.
Good stuff. Baby mama drama. Not for me. Get that out of here. No thank you. No thank you. Watashi wa keko desu. What does that mean in Japanese? That is the most polite way to reject something. Okay? No thank you at all. 1 hour and 10 minutes into the show. We're gonna keep going though. And guys, if you got questions, I mean, hey, call in. You know what? Call in. I'm gonna get to the topic, how to be a real man. But again, like I said, we're just gonna go with the flow. Things going good, looking good. We got a lot of viewers, got a lot of likes. If you guys like what I'm doing, streamlabs.com/Modern Life Dating Channel. I just put that into the chat. Click on that link, send a donation, whatever you want to send. You know, if you like what I'm doing, if you support this, whatever. No donations too small. This show is literally ran by everybody in the community, and all the money and consultations. That's how I'm staying alive. That's how you guys pay for my Spartan lifestyle. As you guys know, I'm a simpleton. I'm a minimalist. I'm not out popping bottles every day. I'm not doing any of that stuff. I am just helping as many men, no matter who you are, no matter your race, your creed, your color, your skin, whatever. Just if you find this message of value, please kindly send a donation. And if not, we're cool. Just press like. 33 people clicking, watching right now. 23 likes. If you could please click like, that would be great. I got to catch up with chat, but we're getting to the point. The show is picking up, man. We've got another caller on the line. Let's just dive right into it. What do we say? Here we go. All right, caller, you're on the air.
Hey, how are you? It's Hendawi speaking.
Hey, who's this?
Muhammad.
Oh, what's up, Muhammad?
Muhammad speaking. Muhammad Hendawi.
Hey,
how are you, bro?
Good, brother. How you doing?
You good?
Yes, sir.
I'm doing great. Interesting topic today on hand there.
Yes, we haven't even gotten into it, but we're going to talk about it.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to hold back, then I thought, I don't want to make the same mistake I did 2 days ago, so I thought I would give just a little bit of information into this and then leave you to lead it, of course, as always. But yeah, I think when it comes to how to be a man, it's the same way across the globe. I mean, forget about the social narratives which differ from one country to another. For me to be a man in my society, I need to get married the moment I graduate from university, which is something I'll never do.
Right.
In my society, it's very questionable that I'm 32 now and I'm not married. They're like, oh, how can you be a man if you don't have kids?
Yeah.
So, well, when you look at how to actually be a man, if you learn it from yourself, from the Redman Group panel, it's the same across the globe. And I believe you've covered a few of the points so far today.
Right.
So basically, I would say point number one, you have to learn mixed martial arts. Forget about the weightlifting. It's helpful, but you can be the biggest guy in the club, and as you said, he goes in with his head, you get him in the guillotine choke, happy days. You go in thinking you're the boss. You do jiu-jitsu, you get a 50, 60 kilogram secondary school kid or a woman, beautiful, stunning, like what happened with me, stunning Romanian woman, and all I could think was like, oh, Jesus, okay, I'm still new to this, and you want me to, hug this girl, and she chokes the life out of me. And I'm like, so jiu-jitsu is apparently not a place to get aroused. Right.
Right.
You go there and you learn the moment you read, and it's very humbling because it puts you to your place.
Yeah.
It puts you to the basic instinct of a red man, where you have to achieve anything in life, you're going to have to work hard for. Nothing's going to be given to you. That blue belt, that stripe on the belt, you're not going to get it unless you really push.
Yep.
And at the same time, as you said, Muay Thai is the complete stand-up game, not boxing. I don't get me wrong, I dislocated my shoulder in a boxing match, but because I like to mix it up, I used to train 3 or 4 hours a day.
Right.
But MMA is very important. You have to get yourself the career. You have to push in your career. If you're in the wrong place, I made the mistake of working for PwC. I worked in consulting for 9 years.
Oh, wow.
And I didn't get up the ladder as much as I should have. But over just the past 5 months when I left that place, I've tripled my income and got 4 promotions.
Great.
And I'm like, why did I suffer so much? And it's my fault. It's not their fault. I blame myself.
Right.
Which pushes us to point number 3, which is what you call the warrior mentality. Always hold. This is what you told me that day when I called on Red Man Group. First time we interacted, and I was like, this is the guy I want to follow. Like this is who I need to listen to.
Thank you.
Always hold yourself responsible.
Yes.
Always, at all times, hold yourself responsible. Me staying at PwC for 9 years was my fault. I wasn't making enough money. I wasn't getting the promotions I deserved. Don't get me wrong, I achieved every single personal title, but because some guy didn't want me, he was too intimidated of me. He was a beta fucking partner, and he sees I'm more popular across the Middle East than he is, and it's like, okay, I'm not going to give you my title. So he pushed me down, but I moved out. I held myself responsible for staying so long. My engagement going down the toilet was my fault. Losing my shape and losing my frame when I was in a relationship was my fault.
Yep.
Self-criticism is very important. Don't overdo it, guys, but you need to hold yourself responsible for your actions. When people here question me about my religious beliefs, because I have to say it's illegal to be atheist in the Middle East. If somebody's known to be atheist, then they are sent to jail immediately. So I cannot say I am, but we get the point. Basically, when they questioned me, I told them it's very simple. I hold myself responsible for my actions. My penalties are a result of my mistakes. My rewards are a result of my decisions. So I have so much respect for anybody from any religious belief, because I was raised in a society that has Judaism, Christianity, and Islam hand in hand. But anyway, for me, when I held myself responsible on everything and enjoyed my rewards, life became a lot better. That's when I left PwC. That's when I tripled my income. That's when I quadrupled my promotions.
That's awesome,
well,
dude.
It's simply, you have to do MMA. You need to have the self-confidence. Brian Clough is an amazing English manager back in the 70s and 80s. He used to say, confidence is a man's makeup. When you know that you can defend your woman, when you know you can defend yourself, you're really not going to get started. You're not going to be short-fused for a fight. Because you know you can defend yourself. You know you can knock this guy out.
Yeah.
So MMA, work on your career, read your books. You need to be interesting. And of course, you have to hold yourself responsible at all times.
Good stuff, man. Great advice. Solid advice there. Yeah, man. Glad to see you tuning in and listening and being involved with this community, man. Really good advice for you. Yeah, definitely, like I said, everything you guys say there. And I'm actually going to jump into it right now. I'm going to let you go because actually I want to jump into today's lesson. But yeah, dude, thank you so much for calling in.
Yes.
And
Sorry to hold you back.
No, you're cool. No, don't ever apologize. You're totally cool. I just want to say thank you, and what you said is totally awesome. And thank you for your donation the other day as well.
Thank you.
So yeah, man, we'll keep in touch and keep tuning in, man. You're a valuable member of the audience. I think the reason is, I let certain guys come in and I let certain people talk and stuff when they have something that is valuable to say, and what you said is very valuable, and other men need to hear it. Other men need to hear that there's a man in the Middle East who has these same core red pill principles. Truth is truth. Here in Japan, where you are in the Middle East, on the East Coast of New York, in the West Coast, California, in Hawaii, truth is truth no matter what. So when I hear good stuff being said, who am I to try and stifle it? So no, thank you so much for calling in, Mohammed, and even a guy like you, you called into
Konnichiwa-san.
Yeah, you're welcome. Like you called into the Red Man Group, and even a guy successful as you have, you still got your hang-ups, and that just shows you, like, in life, yeah, even as men, there are times where we have troubles or we have struggles, and that's okay. I was talking with a Googs, and Googs is a fucking badass Navy SEAL, and even he says, like, he says, nobody can be a tough guy all the time, and it's very true. And if a fucking Navy SEAL is telling you that, I mean, when you talk about the flunk out rate and then the difficulty of that, it's true. So as for you guys, a part of being a real man is resilience, and that's what you're talking about here. And we'll be talking more about that. I'm going to dive into it right now. But Mohammed, thank you so much for calling in, bro. Seriously, you're a valued member of this audience.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thanks for the help.
Yeah,
appreciate it. Have a good day.
Yeah, you have a good one. Take care of yourself, brother. Keep listening. What an awesome guy. What a super awesome guy. Great information there. Let me. How about we catch up to the chat and actually get to today's lesson. It's in 1 hour and 20 minutes, but people are still listening in. Let's see. Let me go back into the chat here. We got a bunch of people here. Jesus. 36 people listening now. Great. 28 likes. Please click like if you haven't. Ben 10 says, watching MLD's stream while getting head. # hot dude life. That is truly some hot dude life stuff indeed. I may or may have not had sex during a listening session of the Red Man Group a few times. So I definitely do get fed by my lady during the Red Man Group. She sits down next to me on the floor. She chops up some pineapples and kiwis and strawberries and feeds me. And brings me coconut water, massages my feet, takes care of me. It is good to be king. It is good to be king. Christian Soto. Christian, I finally saw you on Instagram. I was looking at your profile today. Thank you for following me. What's up, Christian? Welcome. SJ Sobrazi, you are new. Have you ever tried magic mushrooms before? Yeah, it was fucking terrifying. Can't really, not too much of a fan of hallucinogens because, you can't turn that shit off like that. I used to hang out with this Brazilian kid who was a real psychopath. I mean, real psychopath. Like, he used to go to this Christian college, right? And everybody, they liked this cat, and everybody would like always feed this cat and take care of the cat, and like everybody was like, oh, there's like our little cat that or it comes around, and he fucking hated the cat, and this guy fucking poisoned the cat and killed it. He poisoned the cat's food and killed it. I was like, dude, you are a crazy person. But before I found out he was an actual psychopath like this, he convinced me into taking acid a couple of times, and oh boy, I cannot with a clear conscience advise men to do drugs. I can't. Like, I'm not saying that I'm a completely perfect little angel, because I have done a lot of drugs in the past, a variety of them. That's something I'm proud of. But when it comes to, my uncle is he's a psychiatric nurse, right? And he deals with people, and he says, listen, John, he says, your brain is your hard drive, and when you fuck around with drugs, like you're risking with your perception of existence. So, it's really not worth the gamble. So, just when it comes to hallucinogens and stuff, yeah, if you want to smoke a little pot, sure, kinda. Like, you have to really be, really, like, know where you're getting the stuff from, and like make sure it's a trusted source, and like, but I just can't with a clear conscience give drugs. I can't as a mentor be like, yeah, it's okay to do drugs. I just can't clearly say it because there's too many variables. Your DNA, who you're getting it from, what's in it, and the risk is usually, not worth it, especially when we're talking about, I mean, if you smoke some pot, yeah, you're probably not going to fucking go into an epileptic seizure unless it's like laced with angel dust or some shit. But hallucinogens and stuff like that, that's where I kind of start drawing the line in the sand, being like, and you're gonna have some guys like, whoa, Joe Rogan smokes DMT. Like, good, go smoke DMT. Go fucking be like Joe Rogan. I'm not Joe Rogan. I'm enjoying a full head of hair. I am not a multimillionaire celebrity guy who can just say, yeah, smoke weed, do DMT, lock yourself in a little aqua pod, and like, I don't know. I just can't get on board with. I can't clearly give that as solid advice and live with a good conscience. It's just not something I can't do. Looks like there's a little fitness conversation going on in there. Masculine mentality and Googs giving some great advice. 100% good advice there. Ben Moose says she's going to need Whoopi on speed dial, talking about Vandy coming in. Fasted cardio, yeah, fasted cardio does work. I was thinking HIIT training, yeah, HIIT training works. I just got an email that Bitcoin can now be purchased through the Robinhood app in New York. Good stuff. Vandy says, when you're getting another pizza, it's on me. I had pizza yesterday and I kind of got a little, blew up a little and got a little inflamed. So I'm going to pump the brakes. I ate a pizza yesterday because it was Bitcoin pizza day. And before I ate the pizza, I woke up, I went to the gym. I didn't eat anything. I put in a good hour and a half in the gym. Did some goblet squats, did some pull-ups, did like this standing rowing machine where you like stand, you pull these things from the top. Actually, I can feel it right now. It feels nice. You stand up to the top, you squat all the way down, and you go up, kind of like a standing rowing. Like I'm trying to become more of like I'm trying to build more of like a Spider-Man type of body now. Like, you know, strong but lean and flexible and like agile, you know, like just more like supple, if you will. So, but I did that, then I ate the pizza, so I kind of buffered the damage calorically that would occur. So I won't be having pizza for a while, but thank you for the opportunity and the gesture, sir. If you just want to send a donation, you can just help me out, you know, with other things in life. JWP Michael, what's up? Says, hail to you, mighty Jonathan, hero of us all. JWP Michael, funny guy. Thank you very much. Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Let's go back. Oh, somebody's calling. My bad. Here we go. All right. Caller, you're on the air. Go ahead.
What's up, Jonathan? This is Javar.
Oh, Javar, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good, brother. How's it going?
Good, good. How's your weight loss coming along?
I'm kind of at a standstill right now.
Okay.
I'm at about 320 to 326.
Okay. Good stuff. So what's going on?
Yeah, I came to talk to you today about a little bit about the really about the topic, but I want to touch on that drug thing too. You was just talking about a little while ago.
Okay, let's talk about it.
All right, so last night I was at my uncle's house, and you know, he lives with his like fiance or whatever, and she has older kids, and one of her sons, he came over like, I don't know, I think he smokes like glass or like meth.
Shit.
So he was like hella tweaking.
Shit.
Like super off it, you know.
Jesus.
Came over there just like trying to like come in the house, you know, like screaming, I'll kill you, you know, punching windows and shit out. It was like kids in the crib and shit. For the most part, I really want to talk to you about like, you know, a real man or whatever, and like how, because what I seen over there at that time was really it was really kind of enlightening and eye-opening. It was like everybody was just in chaos. Like, even it was me and two other, you know, grown men there.
Yeah.
And my uncle, you know, he's way older than me. He is acting completely out of emotion, you know, hella angry. Oh, you know, he don't get the fuck over here. I'm going to fucking kill him. Woo, woo, woo. You know, and everybody is just going crazy, escalating the fucking situation. It's like nobody has a calm head. I can't fucking get outside to get to him to calm him down because he like trying to come at everybody else in the house but me, you know, even his brother, you know, he like, I'll kill you, Mikey, you know, I'll kill you, woo. And I'm like, I looked him dead in his face, like, bro, what the hell is wrong with you? You know, just calm down, you tripping. You know, he looked right at me and looked at his brother and, you know, he's trying to fucking break in the house, you know, his mom and his sister holding him back. It's just shit just got crazy. And it's like, I can't even get outside because I got to hold my uncle back. He trying to fucking fight him. And it's like, bro, he ain't in his right mind right now. Like, you tripping. And his brother, he fucking crying like a bitch. He acting like one of these fucking females. He, oh, what's wrong with my brother? What's wrong with him? I'm like, man, y'all that's just, like, tripping right now. Like, I really couldn't believe what I was seeing with them. And it was just like, everybody was just in a super emotional state. And it's like, man, right now is really, really not the time for all that emotional shit. Like, you know, at a time of turmoil, that's when you need to be the most grounded and, like, using your head. And everybody is just wild. And there's fucking babies in here, literally, like, the oldest one, she just turned 40 years old. She's fucking crying, throwing up and shit. Like, you gotta take her upstairs. I gotta fucking console the kids. I'm trying to fucking break this shit up. And the police came and ended up having to tase them and shit. It was just crazy.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give you some advice, but you might not. You may or may not like it, but I just got to give it to you straight. And when you're in that kind of situation, Javar, man, look, it's unfortunate, but you've got to get out. You have to get away from that stuff. Part of the thing is, you know, I kind of came from that torrential kind of background, that hot, everything's emotional, everything's chaotic, there's no order, there's no stability, there's drama and all that stuff. And you know, for you to lift everybody up as well as yourself, it's almost not gonna be worth it. You know, you're clearly like a kind of, like I say, like in these situations, like a child of light. Like, you're in a dark situation, but you have like this light in you, and you see the truth, and you know, you're watching shows like this, but you're surrounded by chaos, and you're trying to make yourself a better man. And you know, to an extent, I believe like there is some kind of like calling to this stuff, right? It seems to me that you are called to be there is a greater life ahead of you that is possible, but the sad truth is you have to leave people behind if you want to grow. And this kind of situation, this is a waste of your willpower. This is a waste of your energy. This is a waste of your emotions. This is not good stuff. This is very, very bad stuff. And you know, I had to leave behind my old friends, and I had to leave behind a lot of things in order to change and evolve into the man that I am now. And I love the man that I am right now. I love who I've become. I work for myself. I have other avenues of income as well that I have coming in, and you know, I'm living life 100% on my terms. I'm traveling the world. I'm surrounded by people who love me, and part of becoming successful is eliminating negativity and negative emotions, like, you know, cops coming over, drama, people fighting, all that stuff. That is low vibration, that is low IQ, that is poverty mentality, that is very toxic environment. And if you want to escape that, you know, it's like trying to grow a redwood tree, but you have the redwood tree in a small pot. The redwood tree can be 100 feet tall, but if you do not take that redwood tree out of the small pot, it will die. It will never grow. It would never reach its full potential. And for you, young guy, you know, you're losing the weight, and the fact that you got overweight and stuff shows to me that, like, you know, you were kind of in a bad place mentally, and now you're losing the weight and you're starting to change. And when you're in a situation like this, there is no happy answer. It's just, you really just need to get out, and you need, because to, you know, part of being a man, and what we're going to talk about today, part of being a man, and the most important thing about being a man, is living life on your terms. And if you do make the choice to stick around and stay with them, you will live a very hard and difficult life, and you probably will not excel to the next level. But in order to get to the next level, you have to shed the old skin. You have to throw the old you away so you can evolve into the new you. And it is sad. When I came to this realization, I had to realize, like, I had to leave some of my friends behind, and I had to, like, I'm watching some of my friends' lives get destroyed and stuff, and because they just don't take care of themselves, they're getting fatter, they're getting more depressed, but that's the thing. That's life. That's part of this red pill life. Part about being a real man is isolation, because real men is a rare thing, and to be a real man, to live life on your terms, to be an above average thing, that's why they say, if you watch all successful people, they all at one point or another, they all say the same thing. It's lonely at the top, and it's true. It's lonely at the top, but you got the best view, and you got peace, and that's the thing. Javar, what you need to do is you need to escape from this chaos, and you need to go make your own life, okay? You need to go make your own life. You need to get away and just be like, this is my life on my terms. Get out, get a better education, make better money, get your own apartment, get a house, whatever. Get out and just create life on your terms, and create a life of peace and harmony. And masculinity is the forefront to getting what you want in this life. Like being a masculine man, getting out there, looking at what life hands you, and pushing the plate away and saying, no, this is not what I want, and getting up, walking away from it, and saying, I'm going to go make what I'm going to fucking make. I'm going to go live life on my fucking terms, or I'm going to die trying. And that's what being a real man is. And that's what this right now, this perfect call actually is like, you gotta really get into it, and really make a serious move here, unfortunately, in your situation, because it is definitely a situation that it is a sad and a negative situation. But this, like I said, you're in life, you're either moving forward or you're moving backward. There is no in between. And right now, what's happening with you is you're at a crossroads, and this situation is going to be like, it's going to be like you trying to lose weight, but every day you got to eat a bucket of KFC. Every day you got to eat a bucket of KFC, no matter what. Plus you got to try to lose weight. Or like, you got to run 100 miles, but you got a 100-pound weight strapped around your neck. And you have to run. You can't walk. You have to run 100 miles every day. Like, that is the level of difficulty this situation brings to your life. And I know because I was raised in this, man. I know exactly where you're coming from. And I'm telling you right now.
That's the problem.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
That's the problem, man. I mean, it's like a norm, Mm-hmm. It's like kind of like a norm to be like the one trying to diffuse situations and shit like that, man.
Yeah, but you
got.
So
I don't. You got to like get past it. I would have to like cut off like 95% of the people I know.
Right. I feel you on that. But you have to. It can't be the norm. You have to actually get. You have to get out. That's just the bottom line. You have to. You just have to get out. There's no. It's a hard answer, but I'm not here to, be your friend. I'm here to tell you what's up. You just got to get out, brother. No offense. So
I appreciate the honesty and shit too, man.
Yeah, it's heavy. You just got to deal with it, and yeah, go ahead, sit around, think about that. But at the end of the day, you'll come back and tell me I'm right, because unfortunately, in this situation, I know I am, because I was there myself. But if it makes you feel any better, I'm super happy now. I make a good amount of money. I'm living life on my terms. I'm continuing to learn how to make good money because for me, money is something that has made me more happy. And so that's what brings me happiness. And I have great friends in Tokyo, and I have a very nice life, and I have a nice community, and I've actually stepping away from my mom and all the chaos and stuff. I actually have a better relationship with them. And you can't save everybody, but the one person you can save is yourself, and that's the most important person you can save at this point in your life, especially being a young man. I believe you're very young too. You're like 23 or something. Also, you're very young, right?
Yeah, 25.
25. So yeah, you're a very young man. So, dude, you could change a lot in 5 years, dude. And 30 years old for a man is very young. Life's just getting started when you're 30 as a man. So. Good stuff, and yeah, we'll talk more. I'm gonna let you go, but you know what you got to do, okay? Thank you always for listening too. Appreciate that.
Oh yeah, no problem, Jonathan, man. I'm gonna book a consultation. I'm gonna try to get one next week, man, because I feel like I need it. I wanted to wait till I got my own house and everything, but
yeah,
I think I'm just going ahead and book a consultation, at least one for now, and just.
I would say, honestly, it would be your
but
best.
I appreciate it, though, man. I guess we get back to the show.
But I would say, honestly, this too, I think the best bet for you, and I know it sounds like I'm trying to get more money out of you, but it's not. But I would say definitely get into the body language mastery course because you need to be...
Oh, I did. I didn't get in any other webinars or in the men's Facebook group.
Oh, well, you got to... Okay.
I got in the first one.
Oh, okay. Well, then, dude, send me an email. Let me get you into the Facebook group so you can just read through the Facebook group and see what's going on because I think that alone will help you out. Send me an email and I'll get you...
The only thing with that was I just don't have a...
Mm-hmm.
I just don't have like a Facebook or anything. I don't have to create a page or something. I don't have no social media stuff.
Well, make a damn Facebook account, okay? God damn it. Go fucking make one and join this. Trust me, it'll help you out, okay? So, all right, man. I'm going to let you go. But thank you so much for calling in and keep sticking around, okay?
Okay, no problem. You said just shoot you an email or?
Yeah, shoot me an email and I'll send you a link. Make a Facebook account, then shoot me an email.
Okay.
All right. See you later.
All right.
Good stuff. And yeah, very, very interesting. Sonny, thank you so much for the 102 euro donation. Very much. I know this is gonna sound like negative or whatever, but like guys, thank you so much. But when you send super chat, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. But when you send super chat, one, I don't know how to get it out, and then two, whatever money you send me, 30% automatically gets taken and sent to YouTube. So you can click on that link there, streamlabs.com/Modern Life Dating Channel. Thank you very much, though, very much, Sonny. And then you and I know who you are. It's Jimmy, actually, but we're gonna be hanging out in Tokyo in about a month from now. So I'm really looking forward to meeting you and. Really looking forward to having a good time. I'm gonna try to be on my best behavior when I'm out with you. But if you've ever been out with me, old Jacob was baptized with fire one night. One night I decided to bring him out as my wingman, and he saw the savagery that is the hot dude life, and Jacob's been a real man ever since. No, Jacob's always been a real man. But yeah, definitely looking forward to it. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, I just got to figure out how to get this super chat. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. So he says, I call and I raise. This is for the value and the hard work. Also, you're going to need it when we're out on the razzle dazzle in Tokyo. So I got to figure out how to get this money out of the super chat. I will figure it out eventually. It's just so confusing and annoying. That's why if you go to the streamlabs.com, it automatically, I get an alert. It goes directly to my phone. It goes to my PayPal account, and I have a debit card that I can go to the ATM and pull the money out or spend it here in Tokyo instantaneously. Yeah. I want your worst behavior when we go out. Googs, Jesus Christ, we're gonna end up in a cell if that happens. Oh my God! Especially if I know I'm rolling with you. I will be in America in August. Looks some developments came up, and I will be in America in August. So definitely gonna be able to try to make the little hot dude tour. But yeah, great calls today. Jesus Christ, I have not even scratched the surface. So we got 39 people in the house. So here's the deal. Tell me this. Should I can the episode now and change the title to be like, hey, this turned out to be like a consultation Thursday or whatever? Or should I keep going into today's How to Be a Real Man? What do you say? If you want me to keep going, just shoot me a 1 in the chat. If you want me to keep going and you'll keep listening. I want to talk about how to be a real man, but it's 1 hour and 45 minutes. I don't know if you guys want me to keep going, but let me know. I'm just going to step up and grab a glass of water. My throat is getting a little dry. But yeah, 1's in the chat if you want me to stay. And if I get 31s or something crazy, I'll stay. But I just want to make sure. If not, we can come back tomorrow. But let me know. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab a drink. Alrighty, 1's in the chat. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. All right. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. Give the people what they want. I got it. You got it, Googs. All right, man. All right, guys. So, good stuff. No, I got the energy. Oh, Laird McCabe. I've never seen you type here before. What's up? Welcome. 69 by Ben 10. I'll take that as a 1. Let me charge this phone real quick, too. Give me a second. Where the hell is the cord? All right, we're good to go then. Let's get this thing going. Alright. So, we're going to talk about how to be a real man, right? And today's calls actually turned out to be very good, so thanks to all the guys who call in. Thank you, Mohammed. Thank you, Vandy. Thank you, Javar. Thank you, Charles. Thank you guys all for calling in. Thank you, Conk. A lot of calls today, actually. Wow. All-star cast, too. Great stuff, guys. Great stuff. Yeah. And then real quick, just for the guys that just popped in, I want to just make sure, if you like what I have to say and you want to get more of it, be sure to join me for the quarter 2 enrollment of Body Language Mastery. It is June 28th, June 29th, June 30th, July 1st, and July 2nd, okay? This gets you into, we have webinars just like this, but you're actually in a video chat with me and 10 other men, and we are able to go back and forth and have like these in-depth discussions that most men are not having these days. So go to modernlifedating.com/body language. Click on this link right here. You will be enrolled for Body Language Mastery, and what that will allow you to get is a head-to-toe breakdown of female body language. You'll be able to look at a woman and understand if she's sexually interested in you or not. And in addition to that, you will get access to webinars, which is 1 month of daily, 2 times a day webinar training where you get to come and have a question and answer session with me. And then third is you get access to the men's only Facebook group. Well, you'll be in there with a group of elite men where we have, this digital brotherhood where we're in there and we are in there to lift each other up and help each other out in situations where life brings us, sometimes life brings us sorrow and trials and tribulations, and this is a way to overcome it. So body language mastery, it is a great thing. It all starts out with learning how to have sex with girls and figuring out the dating thing so you can put that aside and have that handled and and move on to greater things in your life. So www.modernlifedating.com/body language. Currently, enrollment is closed. It will only be open for 5 days. It is $397. Come quarter 3, it will be $497. Come quarter 4, it will be $597, and then the program will be discontinued. There will be no more webinar access or Facebook access or anything like that. So get in now. For you guys that have not gotten in, trust me, it is one of the best investments you'll ever make, especially if you're the type of guy to listen into this show. That being said, I'm gonna jump into it real quick here because I've got to do my hypnotist session here is in about an hour and a half. So I got some fire in me, but we're gonna talk about how to be a real man, okay? So get your crayons out, as Steve the Dean says, and listen to what was about to go on here. What we're going to do is we're going to talk about how to be a real man, okay? And what I believe to be is how to be a real man, right? So if you want to be a real man, what being a real man in my term is very simple, okay? I'm not one of these guys who takes a passive approach to life. I'm not one of these B-type people who's like, well, if it's not the way it is, it's blah, 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 blah. I don't believe in that. I believe that passive nature is very feminine in itself, right? I believe that this approach to life is not good. Okay, if you want to be a real man, right? You have to fight for what you want and fight for what you believe in. Okay? And you have to be willing to lose to stand on the principle. Okay? When I was living in the United States, right? And a lot of people, they get the impression that, like, I'm not one of these dudes who lived in the United States, had zero success with women, and then came to a foreign country and then all of a sudden became better with women, okay? It was definitely not the case. When I came to Tokyo, I had already been with like more than 60-something women at the time, and I was 26, right? So the reason I came to Japan, the reason I came to Tokyo is because I wanted to come here. I knew that the quality of life would be higher for me, and I knew that I could make more money here in regards to what I wanted to do. And I knew that at the end of the day, I wanted to get away, because when I was talking about Javar earlier today, I knew also that I was surrounded by people that were not as motivated and as ambitious as I am, and I knew that it was going to be detrimental. It was going to be very, very bad for me to stick around people who did not want to go anywhere, who did not have the ambitious approach to life like I did. Now, I'm not saying that you need to be ambitious, but what I am saying that is if you want to do something and you're around people who do not want to do the thing you want to do, it will be very difficult to accomplish your goal, okay? I am not telling you that you should go out and have sex with so many women and make a lot of money and whatever. That is just what happens to bring me personally, happiness, okay? I like to have sex with beautiful women. I like to make money. I like to go and look in the gym and look in the mirror and be like, I still got it physically. I'm a little chubby now, but again, and that's part of my fault too. But the point I'm trying to make here is that to be a real man, you have to look at life, decide what you want, and go for it. And not give up. Okay? There will be times, and I talked about this on the Masculine Geek, right? There will be times in life where you will encounter hardship, okay? You will think that you are going nowhere. You know, for you guys that, I don't know if any of you guys watched my interview with a man episodes 1 to 8, but those are my origin stories. And, you know, for me to get to Japan, it was a very, very, very hard and difficult and emotional road, right? I sent out more than 300 applications to companies to get here because for a time I had given up on coming to Japan. And the reason I give up is because I was around some people. I'll never forget it. There's this one guy. He was just a tall guy who was always so negative, and he was just, everything was, you can't do it, you can't do this. Like, you know, there's a point in my life where I was just kind of like addicted to weed, and I was smoking weed, and I was like, no, I'm going to quit. And this guy would be like, no, you're not going to quit. You're always going to come back and whatever, right? And then I was like, yeah, I'm going to go to Japan. And he's like, yeah, okay, bro. Yeah, you're going to go to Japan. Yeah, real awesome, dude. Konnichiwa, ha, 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 right? And when you're surrounded around people like that, they can have a negative effect on your mindset. Now, it doesn't matter what you want to do. All that matters is that you're marching in that direction, okay? Now, that being said, it was very difficult for me to get out here. But I knew that I wanted to get out here. And there was a time where I did the blue pill thing. I did what I was supposed to do. I graduated from college, right? The whole purpose of me going to college was to get a visa, to get a bachelor's degree, to get a visa to get over to Japan here. And that was my goal. And that was the whole reason I went to university. I studied psychology because I believed that psychology is the universal language, because we're all humans, we all have the same brains, we all have the same neurons, we all have the same synapses. Hormones govern our reality. Like, that's just the hard truth that psychology teaches. Now, excuse me. I ate something a little spicy before this. That being said, I was beaten down by these people's negative beliefs, right? And that's the thing. That's why I was telling Javar, you got to get out of that situation. Everybody was telling me it's impossible, and everybody will tell you it's impossible. Whatever you want to do. People, ideally, they want to see you do good, but they don't want to see you do better than them. Okay? That's just the reality of it all. And those people who truly support you and truly are in like on your team, if you will, those people are few and far between. So when you find those people, keep them around you. But I didn't have that many people around me, right? So I gave up on my dream. And I was like, okay, yeah, maybe these people were right. I'll do what they say, right? I was young, stupid. So I went out and I had my own little business at the time. I had my own little apartment where I was living. And, I was just, everything was doing pretty well. I had a good job at, I got a job at a billion-dollar company, which is known as Aon Hewitt. If you know about Aon Hewitt, you know that it is a global titan. It is a Fortune 500 company, and I had gotten a job there, and I had remembered that they had brought people in, and these people were part of my class, and a lot of people were removed, and I had made the cut. And I remember the day I would sat down. They gave me a performance review, and I believe I had like a 95 or 98%. And then they were like, "Hey, Jonathan, you're doing such a great job. You got a great future with this company." And I was looking at my cubicle, and I was looking at everything around me, and I was just thinking to myself, like, this is success on paper to other people, but it's not success to me. Like, I'm really not doing what I want to do. Every day I would sit down and think about, fuck, I really want to be in Japan. Like, I really want to be in Tokyo. I really want to see this world out there. And I had slipped into depression at the time. Like, not really depression, but kind of like just like, a lot of people, for you guys to see Endgame, I really, really can relate to Fat Thor, how he slipped into depression and everything. He became fat drunk because he was depressed because he failed his mission. And I had failed my mission. All my friends had told me it was not possible to come to Japan, and I believed it. And what happened was, I met this girl in the office, and she was a pretty bad girl. Like, she was a married woman, and she would like, I would always end up working late, and then she would always kind of come over, and her and this other girl. There was two girls. One girl was really nice, but one young girl was like 19. She was attracted to me, and she would always come sit in my cubicle, and she would sit on my desk wearing a dress and cross her legs and look at me and be like, "Hey, what's going on? Like, you want to hang out and stuff?" And so I ended up sleeping with her, and then that attracted this attention of this other girl, and this other girl was married, but she was like really competitive and like kind of got really obsessed with me, and so she started wearing dresses and then coming and sitting in my cubicle on my desk too, and I ended up fucking her too. But she was really kind of a catalyst for bad behavior because she had a lot of access to a lot of drugs because her husband was like this drug dealer. And so she had a lot of access to pills and marijuana. And so she would always come over to my place and bring me pills and bring me marijuana. And I would just like have sex with her and then do drugs and just like kind of be living in this blur, trying to escape the reality and escape the fact that, I really want to be in Japan, and I was so sad inside. I really was. I was like, that's why I was just very sad. I was just like, I was sad. I hated myself. I was like, I'm a fucking coward. I'm a fucking loser. And I was like, you talked all this shit. You went to college, and this was the internal dialogue that was going on with myself. And then one day, when they gave me the performance review, I got this feeling in my chest, right? And that's why I felt like just this pressure, this something in my chest. And I was just thinking to myself, like, man, you know what? Man, fuck everybody. Something just came over me, and I was terrified. And I was just like, you know what? I just something like, I don't know if it was spiritual or God or the fucking alpha chat in the sky or whatever, but something was like, get the fuck out of here. Get the absolute fuck out of here. Right now, get the fuck out of here and get your ass to Japan. Man the fuck up. Stop being such a little fucking bitch. You're sitting in this cubicle in your brand new Toyota truck in your awesome life, your educated brain and your young body, and you're crying and you're feeling sorry for yourself and you're drowning yourself in drugs. Like, it's pathetic. It's pathetic what you're doing. And I said, you know what? Fuck this. They gave me my performance review. I'll never forget that. They gave me, and then I felt so empty looking at it. And I was just like, this is not what I want. And I'll never forget it. I shut down my computer. I had a protein shaker. I had a tub of protein. I had my car keys. And I had this one manager that I thought was really hot that I wanted to bang. So I picked it up. I walked up to her. I said, hey, thanks for everything. You're so awesome. I gave her a hug. And I said, I'm quitting. And I just fucking left. And I walked out. I walked out of the door. I walked out of the front door. I left. the company was frantically calling me like, hey, please come back. Look, we'll give you a raise. We need you to come back today. Like, we'll do anything. Like, we really like you. We really want you to stay. But I just went home and I quit. And, it's funny. I went home that day and I filmed a YouTube video because I had this other YouTube channel that I did at the time, and I titled it Modern Day Slaves. And that was the day. That was my breaking point. The thing is, I had went the route everybody told me to go. I had went the route that I thought I was supposed to go. But deep down in my heart, I knew I was forsaking myself as a man, because I knew deep in my heart that's what I wanted to do, and I was being a coward. I was being a weakling. I was being a failure by giving up. And I slipped into the kind of depression, just kind of masking everything with drugs and women and alcohol and everything. And so that was I believe that was February when I did that. And 9 months later, on November 4th, 2012, I stepped foot in Tokyo, Japan. In nine fucking months later, I completely changed my life permanently. And it is one of the happiest things I've ever done. So when I talk about how to be a real man, okay, being a real man is knowing what you want and not giving up, knowing who you are, knowing what you want, knowing what you believe in, and not giving up, not budging, okay, not compromising, nothing. If you know exactly what you want, you have to go for it. If you know, like, if you have a dream and you know it's possible, like, let's say you
90 seconds.
Okay, let me just kill that. If you have a dream, if you have something you want to go for, you have to do it. And that's what being a man is. Being a man is standing for something. And that something is something that you believe in. And no matter who tells you can't do it, no matter who tells you it's impossible, you have to know, you have to dig deep within yourself, and you have to make it happen. So, if you want to make a change in your life, man, if you want to do something, like, let's say something like, let's just make something very simple. Let's say you want to go and learn how to go to dance classes, right? Let's say you want to go to dance classes because you see all these dudes dancing with girls, and these guys who know how to dance, they get tons and tons and tons of ass, which is really fucking true, by the way. But your friends are calling you a puss, they're calling you a homo, whatever, because you don't want to dance, so you're forsaking that. If you are to allow other people to dictate you and bully you around, that is not being a real man. When you let other people dictate your life, when you let other people control you, when you submit yourself to something that you really don't want to submit to, that is when you forsake yourself as a man. And you have to be willing to walk away from whatever it is. For me, you know what? The guys back home who are doing the same shit, let's say I stuck around to be with those guys, right? Where would I be? I certainly wouldn't be here. I would probably be in some cubicle with some ham. No, I would never settle down and marry a fat girl. But I would probably just be miserable. I might have, I don't know, I wouldn't be able to respect myself. I can't even think of where I would be in the States, just because I'm just so in love with who I am now. Because I really love the person I've become, because I've been true to myself. And everybody told me it was impossible. At this point in my life, I get off when people tell me I can't do something. And what I've realized too is that it's a pattern. It is a consistent pattern. You know, no matter what, people are going to tell you can't do it. I am 1 year and about 2 months anniversary from me quitting my corporate job, right? And I didn't quit my corporate job because I was a fucking loser. I was doing very good. I was number one in the company at one point. And this is a company of a very prestigious company in Japan. Like, you know, there's a business card culture here, and I would whip out my business card to these Japanese dudes, but what's up, motherfucker? Work for Recruit Holdings. Show me your shit. You know, it was like the alpha business card game. But you know, it was a good, really, really good job, and I knew deep in my heart the same thing. If you look at the history of Modern Life Dating, there's like a 9-month hiatus that I took from Modern Life Dating, and that was another thing. Like, people were telling me, well, you know, you got to get a stable job, and you've got to build a career for yourself, and you've got to. Everybody else was telling me what to do, and I knew that, and I know to this point in my life, you know, that my goal in life, my purpose in life, is to help men. Okay, I help women too. I coach women, and that's fine. Okay, I help a lot of women. How I coach women is completely differently from how I coach men. But ultimately, my coaching is designed to help men. Why? I'm a man. I've been a man for 33 years. I'm pretty good at being a man. I know a lot of women that like the fact that I'm the man that I am. But most importantly, I like the man that I am. Okay? I am living the hot dude life. I'm not perfect, but at the same time, nobody is. But I am perfect in the sense that I'm living life 100% on the terms that I have decided. Not 100%, but almost 100% and trending towards 100%. And that's me just splitting hairs. So being a man is looking at whatever you want to be. Like, if you want to be, a pro fighter, something like that, right? And everybody wants to tell you can't do it. But you know deep in your heart you want to do it, then you have to go and do it. You have to. We all know deep in our hearts what we want to do. We all know deep in our hearts what we want. It's just that there's a lot of guys that are afraid to do it. Afraid. Okay, there's a lot of guys that are afraid to succeed, which I know that may sound crazy, but it's true. The worst person in this life you can forsake is yourself. The worst person you can betray in this life is yourself, right? That being said, you know, being a man is just deciding what you want and not swaying, not wavering, and not accepting no for an answer. You know, one of the bigger things, one of the more, like, recently was me quitting the corporate job, which turned out to be one of the best fucking decisions in my life. And one of the better part is because I know some of those guys from that job watch this channel in secret, but I have analytics and I can track and I know who's watching, and it's good to see. It's good to see them watching, because a lot of people, a staggering majority of them, want me to fail. Thought I was going to fail. You know, I didn't fit in to an extent, but I don't want to fit in, because fitting in is being a slave to the system. You guys can fit in all you want. For me, I mean, I know it sounds cliche, but don't try to fit in when you're born to stand out. It was the same situation that happened to me in the corporate office when it hit me, right? I don't know, man. I might have some kind of like deep intuition, or maybe there is a God and watching over me. I don't know. But the same thing hit me when I had ran the numbers and I'd done the calculations. and this is no offense to anybody at all, okay? But you know, in this job that I had, same spiel. They're like, hey, listen, man, we're gonna make you a manager. We're gonna make you a lot of money. We're gonna give you expense account. We're gonna give you everything you want. Everything. Just stick it out. You know, just fight for us. And I'd taken a good hard look around at all the managers in the company, and there was nobody in that company I really wanted to be like. No offense to any of those guys. I'm not saying that being in the corporate world is a bad thing. What I'm saying is that, what I'm saying is that it wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. And I was looking at all these guys, and there was this one guy that I saw, and, you know, he was making $200,000 a year, you know, mid-40s, and I was like, that is not the pinnacle of life that I want to achieve. Like, I would look at the guy and be like, I was afraid. I was like, I do not want to become that guy. And, you know, my body was kind of falling apart. I had actually grew a gray hair. I grew one gray hair from the stress of the work as well. And, you know, ultimately it was just me not living on my terms. And so when I had finally, you know, in my brain analyzed this data and like hit enter and calculated everything, all right, I had gotten that feeling again in my chest, and I was just like, fuck. And I hate when I get that feeling to an extent, because I know that it's uncomfortable what I'm gonna have to do, but I knew that I had to do it. So I'll never forget, because, you know, one other thing was, like, I had this manager, great guy, love the guy to this day. But, you know, he would pull me into the rooms and be like, hey, you're not performing as well. And he would start talking shit to me. And, like, you know, he says, like, you're lazy, you're undisciplined, you're too emotional. And he would say all these things. And you know, I guess he thought he was doing this to motivate me, and that's fine. And it is what it is. But in my head, I was just like, dude, I will flip this table and fucking kill you right now if you keep talking shit to me. Like, I just couldn't sit there. I couldn't sit there and take that shit. I was just like, man, fuck you, in my mind. So I was just like, you know what? Look, I'm gonna play this smooth, and I'm just gonna be like, listen. I just told him, I was like, look, dude, this ain't for me. And he was like, what? You fucking quitting? And he would just hit him out of left field. And I was like, yeah, man. Sorry, dude. Just shit ain't for me. It's a good job. God bless you. But it just wasn't for me. You know, and looking at everything at the time, it looked crazy. People were like, dude, you're giving up. I had so many people come give me these come to Jesus moments. And a come to Jesus moment for you guys that are not in America, basically, like, they sit down and they talk to you and they say, like, hey, you know, you should not do this. This is probably a bad idea. And they try to, like, help you by giving you, like, kind of a consultation, right? At the top of the company, they pulled me into the room with the top two guys for the company. And at this point, I had been with the company only a year. And they were like, listen, man, we know you want to leave, but we really don't think you should leave. Like, we want to make you manager. We're going to pay you well. We're going to take care of you. And I believed them. I believed them to this day. And these are good guys. These are guys I love drinking with these guys. The top guy, one of the coolest bosses I've ever had in my entire life. Red pill as fuck. Complete fucking animal. Won't say anything else. But I love having a good old drink with that guy. That guy is the fucking man. But in my heart of hearts, I knew why I'd come to Japan. And my dream to come to Japan was to come over here and get involved in the modeling and entertainment industry. And, you know, I did that for a little bit, and I'm kind of in the entertainment industry to an extent right now with this channel, but, you know, that's another thing too. To be honest with you personally, I have not been fully going after that dream, but I am going to be going for it. But part of it was me knowing in my heart that that's what I wanted. And, you know, it all comes back to the title of today's lesson. It's like how to be a real man. You have to take a risk. And let me tell you something. When I quit that job, you guys listen. I know I'm wearing you know, my ballin' ass Rolex now, right? My fucking $18,000 Rolex, sitting on multiple Bitcoin and doing very well. But last year, 2018, okay? 2018 was probably in the recent time, that was one of the worst and hardest years of my entire life, because I had sacrificed everything for my belief system and my pride as a man, okay? And so you guys know I quit the corporate job, but I had the Airbnb going, and the Airbnb, I had mastered that system that it was literally just printing money. It was just a money factory. I'm a very fucking genius when it comes to like marketing and sales on the corporate side of shit. I had completely automated the Airbnb. It was just fucking printing money. $1,000 to $3,000 a month net profit, on easy mode, just like printing out, right? So I was like, okay, I'll rely on this money, and I'll go back. You know, I had to humble myself and go back to a prestigious company, super top level company, down to like teaching English for Sesame Street here in Japan, and like singing songs and stuff with kids. But I actually, to be honest with you, I love teaching kids. I love teaching kids so much. I love sitting around. I love sitting down with like the little like 5 and 6 year old boys and just like pushing them on the floor and then like fighting back with you. If you've ever played with kids and stuff like that, you know, kids are great. I fucking love kids. But I theoretically had to like downgrade myself, you know, from super top level corporate job to just like, loser English teacher. And then I'd lost the Airbnb in August because, you know, the thing happened with my mom and stepdad, and they just pretty much pulled the rug right on from under me. And I'd lost, and then I had some problems with the payments that were coming from Sesame Street and some other school. And then I had 1 month where there was just no work coming in. And last year, so, man, I'll never forget, September and October of last year was literally each month I had to survive on $900 a month, each month. I fell behind on rent. I was living off of literally like rice and chicken, and you know, I was still getting fat because I was so stressed out. Not getting fat, but like I was so stressed out, like I was just at my wit's end. And you know, but I was doing all that because I knew deep in my heart, like I had to continue on doing this modern life dating thing. I knew I had to do it, and I was suffering for a reason. And I knew that it was going to be very hard to accomplish what I wanted to accomplish, but, you know, it was so fucking hard. I remember I was just like, at one point, you know, I was just fucking done. I just wanted to like, you know, I wanted to kill all the younglings, to give you a Star Wars analogy. You know, I just wanted to die. I just wanted to break everything. I was so fucking angry, and I was just like, nothing's working, and like, fuck all this. And, you know, it's just like I was hitting my head against the wall, and I was just so angry, and like I just didn't know what to do. I was like hulking out basically. And you know, but that's when I just started to notice that they started doing the Red Man group. And then, you know, the thing that dragged me into the Red Man group is like that was the first time I'd ever seen or hear of Donovan Sharp. I'd seen him write some stuff in the Manosphere before, but I wrote in chat. I was like, whoa! I was like, who's that black dude? What? That guy is on fire. Who's that motherfucking dude? And Donovan replied to me in chat. He's like, yo, it's me. What's up? And I was like, yo, this guy knows his shit. And then I started like, and then I kind of knew about Rollo Tomasi, so And then I just started participating in the show, and I called him, and then Donovan was like, "Hey, I want you to come on my show." And then I was like, "Fuck me!" And so I didn't know what to do. So if you guys are a Patreon of Donovan's, I didn't know what to do. So I put on a fucking full suit when he fucking. I put on a full fucking suit when he interviewed me to be on his show, because I was just like, I don't fucking know what the hell to do. And like now I'm like doing interviews with you guys daily, like in my robe or in a tank top or shit. It is so fucking funny. And then that, slowly but surely, like that shit started to fucking turn around. So, but the thing is, I just knew in my heart, like, this is what I really need to do. And then that was, then, the shit happened or whatever. And then they're like, hey, we want you to start coming on as a regular. We like what you have to say. And if you go to the Red Man groups where I'm a member of the panel and you watch all the comments, I read all the comments, and all the comments are like, yo, Modern Life Dating knows what he's talking about. And it started like making me feel better. Like, okay, like, fuck, this risk paid off, because at this time I turned 33. I actually had a really, and honestly, my 33rd birthday was really, really fucking sad and depressing. I was alone. My girl couldn't be with me because she was on the other side. She was in China, and because she had to go for a work trip. And I was fighting with my mom at the time, and because, the whole Airbnb shit. And, I was like 33, and I'm just thinking like, fucking hey, I fucked my life up. Like, I'm 33 years old now. I gave up this corporate job. I got fucking almost no money left over. I've got no skills. I've got my YouTube channel that has like, fucking 700 people, 800 people at the time. I'm going nowhere. And I had this idea for Interview with a Man, but I just, I was just like so like still kind of beaten down after all that shit you went through, right? And so I had taken up some extra work, and I'd gotten, I picked myself up, and I'd gotten a couple extra thousands of dollars, and I was say, I'm gonna go see one of my favorite people in the entire world, and I went out to Wyoming to see my brother, and I had one of the best vacations of my life with me, my brother, my girl, his family, and and when you go see family and stuff, it really heals you, and it was really just healed me, and it kind of reaffirmed, because my brother looks up to me to this day, and he's like, no man, he's like, you're my hero, you can do this stuff, and he's like, don't worry, you're smart, you've done all this stuff in your life, you can do it. And but again, that's the thing. That's why every man needs a support system. Like, there are times where you will be down. Like, Googs told me one time, we were DMing on Instagram, and he's like, dude, nobody can be a badass all the time. And so, when I came back from that trip, I was like, okay, it's 2019. I says, I'm gonna do one thing a day for myself every single day. So what I did, I had some Bitcoin, right? Because my computer was falling apart at the time too. So I went out and I took, it was 0.68 Bitcoin at the time, and I bought this laptop. This is a 2018 MacBook Pro, right? And I said, all right, I'm going to fucking make the radio show, and I'm going to make this body language mastery thing and see what happens. And I immediately started getting a bunch of people coming watching the show from the traction of the Red Man group. And then I created the plan, created the body language mastery group, and then ever since that, only took 1 year and completely changed my life. Like, now I'm going to be speaking at Poland, and now I'm like completely, just everything's going good. Everything's going good. But it all comes back to me sticking to my guns. Because knowing me, I could have, when I was going through those months, when I was literally, it was back-to-back months, I made like 95,000 yen, right? Which is like about $900 US. To survive every month, I need $2,000, right? Just to survive, right? Food, transportation, keep the lights on, whatever. And, I just knew that it was there was no going back. And I was willing, I was like, you know what? I just came to the conclusion. I was like, you know what? Even if I have to be, you know, like fucking loser English teacher the rest of my life. And no offense to anybody if you're an English teacher. I'm not saying whatever. That's just the standard I set for myself. You know, I was just like, I'll open my own school, and then, you know, hey, if I could just kind of manage to make, you know, $5,000-$6,000 a month, and I can kind of get by doing that here, then I'll do that. But there was no way I was going back, and there was no way I was giving up on modern life dating. I was like, you know, there's these times in life where you just, as a man, you just need to suffer. You have to suffer. You have to make a sacrifice. Dreams come at the cost of a sacrifice. My fucking corporate job was the shit. I used to get invited to Bulgari events, surrounded by beautiful Japanese girls, foreign babes, hot babes. I'm there with directors of companies. I'm whipping out my business card. I'm like, "What's up, bitch? Let's hang out. You know, how does it feel being like beneath me? You know, like I was just like going to all these. I was going like Fendi events. I was eating pate. I was doing the whole fucking 9 yards. You know, I was shaking hands, kissing babies. It was fucking awesome. But deep in my heart, I knew that I was supposed to be doing what I really wanted to do, to come to Japan and do things on my terms. And so when that, you know, realization came to me, that's when I realized, like, no matter how awesome the job was, how great my suits were, how tailored they were, how I was taking taxis everywhere, how I literally had an unlimited expense account. Okay, I would expense dates. I would be like, you know, I would just check, whatever I wanted to do, everything was covered, just good to go. All I had to do was put in that time. And but, you know, it's just, if you know clearly what you want, you as a man, you are obligated to go after it, no matter what you go through. And I'm not like, you know, I'm not like one of these big celebrities like fucking Gary Vee or Anthony Robbins or whatever. I'm just a guy who had to learn the hard way. And that's why, you know, God, I wish I could go talk to 18-year-old me, because right now I would just be under a vat of money. I would just be completely set, like for like generations. If I could go back and talk to 18-year-old me for 1 hour and write everything down, I would be completely set. So that's what I want to be for you guys. That's what I want to be for the men. And it doesn't matter how old you are. And again, like, you know, it doesn't matter, none of that shit. It doesn't matter your race. I mean, look today. We had a white guy calling. We had a Muslim guy. We had two black guys calling. I mean, it doesn't matter your race, your religion, what country. I mean, we have multiple people from multiple countries. You know, it doesn't matter. The truth is the truth. Being a man in Japan is the same as being a man in America, is the same as being a man in the fucking Middle East, okay? And let me tell you something. This being a man shit, right? It ain't for everybody. It's not for everybody, okay? But fortune favors the bold, all right? There's alpha males and there's beta males. And the reason my audience will never, I don't think my audience will be super, maybe I'm wrong, okay? But, you know, I see a lot of these other channels that lie and give fluff and bullshit, and they have tons and tons and tons of followers. Tons and tons of followers. And, you know, maybe it's just I'm not doing something right on the YouTube analytics side or whatever it is, but all I know is the life that I have chosen to live is not the life for everybody. And this is the life of the elite. Okay, I'm not super rich, you know, I'm not Andrew Tate who has like millions of dollars and Lamborghinis and Bentleys and whatever and all that shit. You know, I'm definitely not rich like that. But what I can tell you is how I've went from statistically having a very shitty chance at any type of anything that would, any semblance of success, to coming up and doing pretty well for myself on my own terms, right? And that's what being a man is. Like, it is being willing to die, being willing to eat shit, being willing to just say it's all going to go to hell no matter what, but at least it's going to go to hell on my terms. Right? It's just not taking no for an answer. It's going for what you want. It is really that's what really being a real man is. It is clearly deciding what you want and running after it like a madman. And there's still things that I want to do right now. Like I'm I'm trying to kind of get a little gig in the Japanese entertainment industry right now, and I am kind of procrastinating on it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of procrastinating, and I have realized that there is inside of me, there's something inside of me, self-sabotage behavior. And as much as success and whatever that you may perceive that I have or whatever, I still believe that I can do so much more, and I want to bring so much more to the table. And that's why I'm going to see this hypnotherapist and get some subconscious reprogramming. Because even now, I'm not done. I know in my heart of hearts, there's a clear goal and a clear level of success that I want in my head right now, and I don't have it, and it drives me crazy. And I'm sabotaging myself in some ways, and I know this is me like kind of breaking the barrier. Like I'm supposed to like be your mentor and be like, oh, I'm this all knowing, all seeing, perfect guy, but I'm not. I'm just telling you things from my side of the story. And so, like what I'm trying to say is that even now I'm still fighting my own personal battle, and I'm still, because modern life dating is definitely something I want to do, but I want to have two things. I want to have like my America thing, and then I want to have my Japan thing. And so I'm doing both, but I've been kind of slacking on the Japan thing, right? And it is 100% my fault. And I had done some self-analysis and I'd done some reading, and I'd realized about subconscious programming and how self-sabotage is very evident in a lot of things, and I'm looking for more solutions. So I'm putting forth the effort myself in order to get towards the next level of achievement in my life for what I want to do. And that is how even myself right now, how I am pushing hard to be the real man that I believe. This is my thing. That's how I'm a man. That's how I'm a real man. So yeah. So that's my thing, guys. So that's gonna do it. I think that's the longest episode, 2 hours and 37 minutes. Let's scroll through the chat one more time. Let's see. David P. Michael just with the flame. Double episode one says Ben Moose. Tommy B. Hama. Is there a certain amount of people that can get into the body mastery course? Yeah, because I'm canceling this whole training program by the end of the year. And if you're gonna procrastinate Tommy, the fact that you're asking that already kind of worries me. It should just be a hell yes. You'd be like, fuck yeah, I want it. Like if you're really trying to make some shit happen in your life. So is there a certain amount of people that can get in the body language mastery course? I'm going to be doing a cross promotion with Rich Cooper, who has 180,000 people on his YouTube channel for this Q2 launch. So there's going to be a lot of people, because last time I did promotion was on the Redman group, which had 12,000 people. So that's what I'm telling guys now. If you look at my life, you look at my success, if you think what I says makes sense, and you want to pick my brain and get into it now while you can, because I truly believe that I'm on the path to becoming a millionaire. And not a millionaire as in like, I'm becoming a millionaire because, I'm like going to be rich because I want to be rich. Like, I don't give a fuck about money to an extent. Like, I need 5 to 10 grand a month and I'm good to go. Seriously, like, I am fucking Florida hillbilly. You take me to Outback Steakhouse, I can get a bloomin' onion, a strawberry lemonade, I can get a fucking Outback special, and a fucking brownie sundae, I'm like, that right there, those 4 things, me, my girl, maybe a bunch of people, maybe a $200 dinner at fucking Outback Steakhouse. For me, it's like home run. I'm the happiest guy in the world. I don't need a lot of money to be happy. I am fucking Florida white trash to an extent, right? You know, that's my home run. But the value that I'm realizing that I'm bringing to the world is I see it growing and growing and growing and growing. And I don't see myself giving up. So I'm just saying that, like, you're a big, like, that's what I'm telling guys now. Now, you guys listening right now, ground zero, this is the chance to get in and listen to me and to get the opportunity to have these interactions, because my plans for phase 2 moving forward are going to be absolutely fucking crazy. So if you want to get a piece of my mind, now is the time to get into body language mastery. Now is the time to get into these things, because these webinars are going to be amazing. And this community of men I'm building is an elite community. And there's a reason I charge this much money. It's also for people, because if I charge like $50, you wouldn't value it. Okay? And that's why I'm incrementally raising the price, because as quarter 2 comes, these guys who are coming in are even going to be also high quality men. And then they're going to join the Facebook group, and that mastermind group, and our network is going to continue to grow and grow and grow, and we'll all be able to get the type of life that we want, because we're all going to fucking die. And the meaning of life is to live a fulfilled life on your terms. So what the fuck are you waiting for? And it's $400. It's literally, so it's about a month away. You have to save $100 a week from this point on. If you can't make $100 a week as a man, something's wrong with your life. Okay, if you can't save $100 a week, you're doing something wrong. You are doing something wrong. It is the year 2019. It is absolutely possible. It is. I don't want to hear any fucking excuses. Okay, if I can come from literally living out of a car when we were little boys and girls, me, my brother, my sister, and my mom, living in a car, no dad, no stability, poor as fuck. If I can overcome this, you can fucking save $100 a week. I don't want to hear it. And again, like I said, I'm done at this point. I'm done trying to beg. I'm done trying to plead, whatever. I make my advertisement. I say, hey, Body Language Mastery is coming June 28th, June 29th, June 30th, July 1st, July 2nd. This is me. This is what I can do. This is what you'll get. These are the results. If that isn't enough for you, I don't know what to say. I mean, God bless you. May the force be with you. Live long and prosper. Whatever. But that's just what I'm saying. Like, that's what I can bring to the table. I can't hold your hand through this whole thing, okay? And that's why I told my story today. Like, my story is not, it is not a very flattering story. Like, having to, be broke as shit, man. I remember I had my girl actually was feeling so sorry for me at the time. She's like, oh, let me take you out to dinner. And like, I remember, I never forget it. And that's why I knew she was a keeper too, because she knew I was in the dirt, and she took me out to dinner, and we went to this Indian restaurant. She paid for everything, and she was like, look, I know you can do it. Like, she's like, just keep fighting. I know you can do it. And she's like, you're the smartest and hardest working guy I ever met, and blah, blah, blah. And, she was right. So the point I'm trying to make is like, I'm telling you all this shit to let you know who I am and what I can do for you. And look, that's the thing. You know what? If you don't get in, you don't get in, because I know I'm going to the top no matter what. So get in now while you can. The time is coming. The time is coming. June 28th. It's May 23rd right now. So you have 1 month and 7 days approximately to save $400 to get into body language mastery and to make some massive change in your life. And if that's like, it's not like you just buy the program and like, okay, and now I'm fixed. No, then you buy the program, you study it, okay? And I see, by the way, I see the guys who keep studying the program, because on the back end of teachable.com, I can see who keeps logging in. I'm not going to say who it is, but you know who you are, because if you've been logging in, I know. I see everybody who logs in. I see everybody who watches it. I see the guys who finish the program and who don't finish the program. I see it all. So, you have to get into the program, you have to do the work, and you have to show up to the webinars. It's the total package. It's the total package, and being a real man is the everlasting struggle. But it's a beautiful struggle, because you know what? I tell you what, I would not take any of this shit back. If I had to do it all over again, there was no way. I'm totally happy where I am. If you're like, oh, could you go back to the corporate job and maybe we make a couple changes, you only work 4 hours a day and we raise your salary, some shit like that. No, because the guys that I met, you know, the connections I met, the real lives that I've saved, right? I never forget, like I said, Michael Zarate literally got to the point where he was fighting with me on text message on Instagram. He's like, I don't know if what you're telling me is real, and I don't fucking know. He's like, he was fighting with me, and he was so angry, and I was just like, listen, motherfucker, you gotta shut the fuck up and do what I tell you, and I told him, I was like, the results are gonna fucking come. And I remember like fighting with this guy over it. And where is he now? He doesn't even come around anymore because he's fucking happy. He's got his super hot girl that he's been with, and he's moving towards more achievements to make more money, and he's gotten that peace in his life, right? And the numerous amount of guys, fucking Googs, Pine, fucking JWP Michael, Winston Wolf, like all you guys, I mean Javar, all you guys that come up, and Charles, and all you guys, masculine mentality. I can't even name all of you because the fact that I'm able to reach out into your lives and help you guys and actually change a human's life, that's the real reason I do this. Because let me tell you something, if it was just a money game and I had no morals and no scruples, trust me, I'm a smart guy, okay? I'm a very smart guy. If I wanted to go out and make money and be a criminal or whatever, I could do it. I could easily do it. But I look at life as an existential thing. And I believe that the only true meaning in life for me is to help alleviate the suffering of others and push humanity forward by spreading truth. Because everything I tell you is true. All the shit I give you is truth. Truth from my life and truth from hard life struggles. And so I believe by enlightening you, you will enlighten someone, and together we will push the human consciousness forward to the next level. And that's my philosophy of all these things. I'm not just some fucking douchebag that wants to have sex and all the time and make a bunch of money. Like, this is not my thing. I know maybe that's why I come off sometimes, and I do love me some sex and some money, don't get me wrong, but that's not the end game here. So anyways, that being said, June 28th, June 29th, June 30th, July 1st, July 2nd, get in. For you guys, I mean, the guys who are in now, look, if it was a shitty course, if it was shitty people, the chat would be flooded with people like, this guy's a fucking scam artist. Like, there would be, like, it's the internet age. You can't fucking scam people. Like, I would have a bad reputation. It would be out. People would be like, hey, this guy sucks. He's a scammer. This course sucked, or, but it's nothing but positivity, nothing but good reviews. So what have you got to lose? So anyways, I'm going to read the chat and then I'm going to can it. Let's see. Vincent Vale got his crayons out. JWP Michael says, but I guess in Japan, getting women isn't easier for Western guys. It's more difficult. No, it is easier because Japanese women aren't destroyed and mentally fucked up in the head by feminism. Because it's just, you're just dealing with the normal girl. Same thing in Korea, Vietnam, Thailand, Colombia, Brazil, anywhere there's not like a strong feminism presence, it's easy because men and women are supposed to be together. It's just normal. That's just how we got here. Ask your dad. Sonny J says, it's as easy, if not more, at least in my experience. Yeah, because they're not messed up in the head. Again, he's over in the UK. God bless. Jesus, UK is a mess right now. You can come here because so the statement that you came there because it's easier to get women there is pointless. I mean, even if it is, it's not easy to just pack up and move to another country where you know nobody, don't speak the language. Okay? Does anybody in the chat speak Japanese or read kanji or any of that, or hiragana or katakana? Or do you even know what the fuck I'm talking about when I say kanji, hiragana, katakana? Probably almost none of you. And that's not me trying to be condescending. It's just saying, like, there are difficulties to coming to another country completely alone. It's not like I just showed up and like they like rolled out a red carpet, like, oh, here's Easy Street. You're good to go. Everything's good to go. People who talk like that and say shit like that are speaking from a position of ignorance. You know, less than 40% of America has their fucking passport. So think about that. Okay? Before, you know, they want to, that's why I say when they criticize me, stuff like that, and I know, that's what I said, you know what we talked about the other day, I'm not bringing up haters anymore. I'm just going to talk about people who love and success. The only time I'll bring up like haters or whatever is like as a lesson to show like how they're wrong, because, you know, they're fucking losers, they're haters. Arnold McBumface says, shit, just arrived 2 hours deep. Ben Moose says, you can't do a 4-hour show. Dude, we're coming up on 3 hours here. This is crazy. Winston Wolf's got to go. Okay, see you. Mark Gord says, I fucking love that. Don't try to fit in when you're destined to stand out. JWP Michael says, yeah, come to Poland. Poland loves you and you'll love Poland. Yeah, I'll be there in July. Thank you, Jonathan. Really hitting home, bro, says Vincent Vale. Nick says, really appreciate your honesty about how life is struggle for you and all of us. We have to fight through what comes our way or else it will drag us down. The fight continues daily for me. Yes, very true. Tony S. says, we are a brotherhood here. By following your goals, John, you have created something great. Thank you. Thank you too, Tony. Count Yoli says, I go to people's houses every day. I talked at least 6 times a day. And I have seen signals all my life that I've been missing. Do this course. You will see women who are interested in you everywhere. There you go. Oh, shit. Robert James, what's up? Robert James says, I got into the body language program and it was kick-ass. This guy knows his shit, so listen. Awesome. Thanks, Robert. Ben Moose says, good show, bro. See you tomorrow. Tommy Bomba says, I just want to know if I had to get in right on the first day. I'm getting in, bro. Believe me. Good stuff. Cohen Amin says, 1. Welcome. Dan Hamlet says, man's looking jacked and tan. Thank you very much. Jem Z-Pill, what's up, bro? Damn, missed the live show. Gonna watch again. Really thinking to get into the course. Do it. BK from the Rocky says, I'm just now getting in, but I'm sure the replay would be fire. Awesome. And then Arnold McBumface says, Nihongo o dekimasu. Yeah, which means I can do Japanese. Nihongo o dekimasu. That's what he wrote there in the chat. So awesome, cool. So anyways, guys, that's it for me. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for coming in. Sonny, thank you for the €102. That is super chat. Appreciate that. Remember, if you want to send a donation, it's best to send it through the Streamlabs link. And just get into the Body Language Mastery course for Q2. That's all I got to say. Thank you guys all. Love you all. See you tomorrow for Free Consultation Friday. And also, just real quick note there. If you guys are watching other shows that you think would like to have me as a guest, just shoot me an email, questions@modernlifedating.com. Questions, plural, questions@modernlifedating.com. If you watch another show and you think they would like to have me as a guest, if you want to help me out, just please, because I really loved talking with those guys today on Masculine Geek. And so, yeah, just let me know. Please, and thank you very much. Let me know, and I can help you out in the future by just continuing to produce content and everything. But it's going to be great. Yeah, and really, thank you guys all for showing up today. Really, really, really had a great time. Great show. I think this is history. This is the first almost 3-hour show. So, yeah, that'll do it. See you guys tomorrow on Free Consultation Friday. Get out there, make money, make muscles, have a wonderful day. Remember, go out there and achieve your dream, whatever you want to be. Okay, all you guys who told me your dreams is success, you know, all you guys who told me your dreams in private, you know, Googs, all you fucking people, everything you told me is possible. Especially you, Googs, when we talked about what you want to do. All you guys, everybody you know, JWP Michael, all you guys that have goals, Vincent Vale, it's possible. It's possible. It's possible. Just remember, make money, make muscles, make a plan, stick to it, get out there, learn game, and it will happen. It'll take time. You'll have to suffer. You might fucking have to end up teaching English at Sesame Street, but no matter what, if you stick with it, it'll make it happen. So until then, see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Peace.